Nut straight, set, flush draw.
Oh, this yesterday game?
It's Sunday.
Sunday game?
Who's Sunday's game?
Was it Sunday? No, it was yesterday, right?
No, it's Sunday. I thought
Raise
it's
to
Sunday.
50 from
So
4.
you know you ain't
Not
got
you,
it,
it's your
right?
game, right?
No, not me.
play
I
for
just
$10.
Yes, you can.
It's
I'll
a
show you how easy it is.
Oh,
Last
yeah,
night.
I don't think I
Oh,
played
you don't
that
want to
shit.
play that.
Three players.
You want to play that.
Nice.
Other people want to play that one.
Yeah. And just and I have to
Check.
Check.
Check around.
What was the play tonight on the game?
I took
100.
Celtics money line.
Oh, money line?
I took Celtics money line. I didn't think they were gonna lose at home. You know.
Are
I mean,
they?
it's only the first
They're
half.
minus 8.
They were minus 7.5.
Full? Okay.
Maybe 4.5.
If you have any recommendations, somebody.
Man, I'm on television.
Is there 2 on the clock? Is there 2?
Thank you, Sally. I appreciate it.
The 8th club? That you had two of. Hey, it's not good on Mother's Day.
Oh, I'm not even in town.
I'm not even telling. Like, yeah,
Hey,
somebody
repair.
Yeah,
Was there juice out there?
okay, yeah, just send me like a number or something.
Oh, okay.
What,
I'll have
what,
a
do you
bunch
want,
of juices.
what do you want done? Like,
So
damn,
Tatum ain't made it
a
above.
lunch? You want, like,
He
you want
come
a
down good.
dinner? Do you want, I mean,
He
you
only
want-
my wife was saying that she
But
just
he only down 9. That's good.
What are the call?
The winner of this game win the
Ours
series.
that cost the last game though. He waited too
Oh.
late. Traditional, like it's just a
Mark still hit that shot like it was nothing.
chicken, vegetables, like something super
missed
simple.
my-
Ours nothing counted. Because every time we like get
Where?
together, our parents
Yes.
Mexican barbecues. We want to just like straight up like
you want like American
American.
continental?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll look through my phone. I'll give you a
Yeah,
back.
just send me somebody.
And call 6.
They might not even be available because it's already
6
5
players.
days or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
something
that's
like that for like 12 people. I mean,
Yeah, something small.
a couple $100 come in.
Press that.
I got a bunch of shit. My friend Jacob would do it. He's good.
Yeah. What game was this?
Pot.
Oh,
This was
150 at the pot. The
two-
flop is
1,
4 of
2,
diamonds,
10,
6 of
like a
spades, 10
$10
of spades.
$10 straddle.
Yep.
Sick.
Okay, so
I'll-
check
I'll-
around to 1.
Nobody
I got it.
hold him to
Check
start.
around to 1.
Yeah, just hold them only like with a one ball fight.
It's going to be 150. The machine.
Yeah,
Yep.
like
1 bets 150. 3 calls, 4 folds.
no one will ever lose like,
Six.
like 25.
Yep. 6 calls.
I seen this flop 7, 8, or 9.
I played on last
3 players.
week with Chaz in Austin. Those boys gamble over there. On that same game. What game were we playing? We're playing 10, 20. 10, 20 all in the
Chaz.
I said I'm gonna show y'all something.
I'm gonna hit the straight. I
I
know.
bought it for 1500
Check
cash
it out.
out to like. One guy was like 27K on stream. Like,
Out of 300. Hold 1.
he gave some little young kid from Michigan who's like 22.
There goes the wrap. Oh, wait.
Oh,
One hand was ace.
Them spades right there.
I think you have the wrap wrong, Dan.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
thought there was
Yeah.
like not even a sweat.
Yeah.
God.
Probably the
Yeah,
biggest
5
one
or
that
9.
came on this fight.
He's trembling. The first
Yeah, the
time I
kid
ever
kept on taking breaks. And like probably had to go
Yeah,
text his
fucking-
friends and
either that or have an anxiety attack. The first time I ever went to like 27,000 in one hand, I had trouble breathing. Because I knew I could win 100K at that hand.
Not working
It
out
was like
against
Bill
one.
Day.
Oh,
It was the Bill Day
Straddle,
days.
Straddle of 10.
I had no sweat. I had 3/4 of that hand box.
And the call.
Hot.
40.
Awesome. Gonna hit it. That's
1 bet 40. 2 calls 40. 3 calls 40. 4 calls. 40. 6 folds. 7 calls. 8 calls.
Vito, he's actually ready.
Yeah.
Bro, I think he got
Thank
super
you.
fucked up yesterday because I saw a video of him on Luis's fucking.
That's what
Instagram.
somebody said.
Oh, that's right. It was at 9 in the morning, right?
Yeah. So I have a feeling he hasn't woken up yet.
Dude,
I
went-
texted him right now.
What they do?
I went
Big
with Mancha and head up to O'Malley's on Sunday morning or Monday morning.
Oh, you went with the from here?
Oh my god!
205?
I showed up because I was busy. I had went and like I was busy, and then I went to sleep. Kind of early, woke up at like 3. Came up here at 4. I made like $600 or $700, and then we went to O'Malley's. And they like I thought I could drink all Mancha.
Mancha is a beast, bro.
I took like 15,
Mancha, especially not him, but Mancha.
I took like 15. I did the bear claw. And the
Oh,
bear
you
face.
took that? The 4 drinks?
I didn't. I did the 2.
You tried to get me to do that too. I think I did 3 of them.
Yeah,
Or
I was-
3 or 4, I don't know.
And then I drink tequila, so it was like tequila while they were taking like, oh, we took so many shots.
5, 2,
So
3.
gross, dude. At like 8 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
7:30?
I'm not young no more, so like
Thank you very much.
it hurts.
Thanks.
Hangovers hurt.
You have 2 bear, AB?
I get anxiety. Really bad.
28.85. He came with the beef. And he is. First shot. First and Classe.
They're still out, dude.
They haven't refilled it yet.
It's not up there.
What
They,
was
they
it?
got-
only have the Añejo.
They got
It's like a 19
they got Michael Jordan's tequila.
I heard that's really, my buddy said it's really good.
What is it called?
Sincoro.
What is it called?
Sincoro, it's my favorite tequila.
Is it
Other,
really?
other than Clase, yeah.
Is that the one you told Joe to get and he bought some
Yes.
$30,
Who got it?
What
$20
about
crap?
fucking Socorro?
Who bought it?
$30.
I go, dude, I'm pretty sure this is not what he drinks.
Joey's like, oh yeah, I'll buy that for you
Can
for sure.
you stand
Yeah.
for me, please?
I had a couple of shots. It's like only like $9 or like $10.
Yeah, it's not an expensive tequila.
85? Got it. 85 from 4.
Yeah, what?
Hold 6.
No, not.
I can't believe they haven't replaced the bottle yet.
Nope.
That's,
I want to plumb it.
No, I did not. I just looked.
Who else is doing shots?
There was no 10. No, not.
Anyone else? Ready for it?
So we got 4. Ready? I haven't drank in 10 months.
I'll do it
AB,
maybe.
AB, you want a shot? You want 3?
They have tomato.
Did you say 2?
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink
That
yet.
is
If I do drink, it'll be later.
Later?
It's too early for me. I have to pace
300 is the
myself.
bet.
7 p.m.?
Shots woke up 30. Well, I guess like a couple hours ago, right?
Yeah, about 4.
Did Drew contact you? He was trying to set up the. He was messaging you. He was trying to set up the gym.
He was messaging me?
Drew, yeah, Drew.
He did message me, you're saying? Sure.
He's,
I
Test.
didn't get a message.
if he didn't, he was going.
Check,
to,
check.
right?
Testing,
I
1,
think
2,
he
3.
said he did. So. He,
what
does
is
he
it?
message you?
That's good, you know?
Instagram, WhatsApp.
Are we live now?
What do you normally message you on?
I think Instagram.
Okay. If he hasn't, he's going to, because he was starting to look into hitting the gyms
Uh-huh.
with permission
Hey.
to record.
Uh-huh.
So
Rounders
he was
tonight.
gonna ask you some
People,
questions.
sorry about that. We had a little audio difficulty. We've been talking to each other here.
Well, I
in the
enjoy your company,
commentary
Rudy.
suite.
That's all good.
So let's reintroduce ourselves.
Socorro, can I have
Welcome to Rounders Tonight from Rounders Card Club in San Antonio, Texas. It is Rude in here with you tonight,
Let's try that.
and in the commentary suite with me is Michael Largent. Welcome, Michael, again.
Glad to be back. Yeah, well, welcome again. Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. All right, everything good now. We didn't miss anything. We were watching and talking about the hands up to this point.
It was good stuff. I
Yeah.
assure you.
Yeah.
You have no way of knowing.
One
But
one before we start drinking.
This is what's happened so far. He said he took down that bomb pot,
Oh, yeah, exactly.
scrambling around. I missed a couple of the hands the last minutes or so. But anyway, happy to be back.
yeah, I don't think we missed anything too crazy. But I think Seti also made the nut flush on the last hand. Took it down on the. Or no, that might have been. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Those hands are in the past.
this is where we are.
Sam here with the ace, king, queen, 3-1 suit. I like his decision to raise it up here. With you know, he's blocking a lot of the super strong hands, and his hand doesn't necessarily want to go multi-way. So I do like his choice to raise it up here. And he's also, you know, dominating hands like you can see AB's king, queen, 9-5. You know, you just got that hand in really bad shape, and hands like it
And
in
of
bad
course,
shape.
he's drawing to the nuts on the spades too. That's always nice.
Yeah, fun flop for Chaz. It looks like open-ended. We got Matt with top pair, and not too much going on for Sam and AB on this flop. We got a gut shot for AB, but backdoor spades for Sam.
And look who's leading out. Sam.
Looks like he's gonna. Sam raised it pre-flop though, right?
Yeah, he did.
Just gonna c-bet. Not surprised to see Chaz stick around. And Matt's got top pair, which is actually the best hand right now. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised to see him continue. I guess it doesn't have a gut. Oh, he's got two pair. My bad.
Yeah,
My
Jack
bad.
6.
Yeah, two pair.
The music.
And that's a fun card for Sam.
For Sam, yeah. That's one of the cards he was hoping to pick up.
No.
Yeah, and also gonna give Matt a gut shot here.
Thank you.
To an 8.
So we got Chaz. Chaz is the one who's waking up, potting it. What's Sam's play? Let's see what he comes with.
1010.
Yeah, it's tough to call when the hearts come in because now, yes, you picked up open-ended, but a lot of your outs are not going to be clean with if it's hard on the river. So I think I would definitely lean towards a fold. If he was feeling really frisky,
Well,
maybe you could pot, but
he's got more cards than just open-ended.
oh, he's got a wrap. Yeah, you're right.
He's
You're
got a
right.
wrap.
But even so, I mean, a wrap where, you know, 25% of your outs are dirty or close to it. You're just never feeling good on the turn. Sorry, guys, you got to bear with me. It's my first time commentating PLO. I've played it a decent amount, but it's a lot of cards out there.
Makes a call.
Heads up.
Gonna see a river here. And Sam only gonna have about 2/3 pot size bet left on the river.
Loves it.
Chaz probably not thinking his 8s are good here.
Well, oh, he checked. Did not expect him to check.
Thank you.
I really did not expect him to check.
He might be putting Sam on a lot of sets and thinks this, yeah, it's gonna be an all-in. I think that's gonna get the job done. Yep.
God, I guess so.
I did like the bet from Chaz on the turn with the 2 8s blocking 8-9.
Well, that's why I thought maybe he was gonna
Continue,
go ahead and bet
yeah,
that
follow
river because he had 2 8s in his hand.
Yeah, he might be. It's tough to put Sam on no pair there on the river when.
He let out on the turn.
Yeah, and he's gonna have a lot of boats there. I think Jack 10 quite often.
It just seemed like a wonky hand there.
It was.
I don't know what the heck?
Props to Sam for having the guts to go for the all-in there, though.
Yeah.
And not just, you know, you'll see a lot of people just check and give up there.
Because he missed.
And I definitely respect that he went for it. I'm curious what would have happened on a heart river. Because they each had one heart. And that might have been an interesting river.
I suspect it would have gone the same way if unless Chaz chooses to rep it.
Yeah, he definitely could have.
I didn't know what was in his mind the first time when he repotted, or when he potted on the turn.
I think just trying to represent 8-9 with the 2 8s in his hand would be my guess.
But then he shut down.
But yeah, but then you shut down on the river. I mean, you have to wonder if he would bet 8-9 on the river there. I'm not actually sure. It would definitely depend.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, that was an interesting hand. Looks like we got a raise to 25 from Matt with the Jack 994 double suited. Gonna have a few calls here. Chaz gonna go ahead and complete. Oh no, excuse me, 3 bets. My mistake. With the ace 10 8 6 double suited. See if his squeeze gets through here.
You know why? The hair?
Never mind, it already hasn't.
Blue cones, yeah.
Dude, bro. Yeah.
Is that what it looks like or what?
Yeah. Face,
Fuck, dude.
face looks
He's
exact.
pretty ugly.
No, he's not, dude. That thing hooks up, bro. He's got game.
4 players.
Nah, I mean, Blue cones is a great singer. Yeah, yeah.
I meant you sound like him.
I
when you
oh, I
sing.
sound like him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's a compliment then for sure.
there you go.
Oh,
Really interesting flop.
yeah, kind of a
750.
missed everybody.
Oh yeah.
Matt's pair of nines are still the best here.
Like,
And AB looks like he
You listen to radio.
potted. I actually really like that play with the sort of similar to the last hand. He's got the gut shot, but he's also got the 2 5s, double blocking 5-6 and ace 5, and that's gonna take it down.
Podcast.
He probably didn't realize that the best hand that anyone had was a pair of nines, but I respect the play there, recognizing that that's not gonna hit anybody too hard usually.
Yeah. So far, what we've seen on with the action, we've seen a lot of
Backed out.
players
Backed out, dude.
making moves
My drink's
with
gotta be later.
based on card removal.
Right.
Cards that they have in their hand that could interact with the board that other players can't have.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge part of.
There you go, Drew. And Drew just made that comment in the chat. What's up, Drew? Said love seeing Halo nut blocker bluffs.
Yeah.
I made that comment before I looked at the chat. Drew.
It's good. It actually tastes like.
No, we're just stealing the chat.
Yeah.
comments and passing it off
Good,
as
how
our
are you,
own
sir?
insight.
Cliff's notes from the chat.
I can take the.
That's a
Pepper.
That's a repo.
Nice to meet you.
I'm sure I got the repo. So.
Probably.
Players off to that left.
Are you at the final table?
Let's go, Yulia! You're seat 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Seat 1's the other side.
See you right here.
Sorry, I
We're
was
going 6
distracted.
ways.
we
Yeah.
Oh,
have
good.
the same seats,
It's
right?
like a
Except for
limp
minus
pot.
1 feet.
Damn, Philly.
Starting you, it's minus
Bus load.
So you were seat 4, so you're seat 3.
I'm seat
AB with
4.
the
You were
King-9
4.
flush
You're
here,
seat
top
3,
pair
and
and
you're
a
right.
pair
He
of
went out, so you'll move.
I'm seat 4. Okay.
Said he's still got
No, you're
aces.
seat
And
three.
he's also got the stiff
You are-
the stiff
Oh
ace
yeah,
flush.
Okay.
The
Okay.
gut shot.
Got it. Now, I
No phones at the table.
I can figure it out. Okay.
This one does check through.
There's a boat.
This one, the
Same
stream
with boat.
starts. I like it.
Only person with any live outs is SETI with the 2 aces.
Chaz has a wrap. He hits his wrap. He's getting a lot of trouble,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
was already doing the motion when you said that. I was
but
like,
he's already out.
Yeah, good awareness. And again, with 2 clubs on the board, your wrap outs, you might already be drawing dead. And your outs are definitely not all clean. There's check on the river.
Where's the button gonna be?
I'm wondering if Sam expected SETI to bluff out of there.
Maximum.
Maybe he thought he just had too much of a lock on the board.
That is a good question. I don't know. Expected a bet there.
Yeah.
Seriously, I drive like a psychopath in fucking silence, dude.
Boom, boom.
Who knows what he was thinking?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I wouldn't mind to
I'm like emailing
see
it
some
next
likes,
week.
get some thumbs up.
But I never
Please.
driving on the highway.
Okay.
You're here
I'm hurting someone, I'm hurting
watching us and you're enjoying this entertaining game.
You're like,
Please hit that like
much
button.
appreciated.
Subscribe to our channel.
I got you, bro.
Looks like we're back to hold on this hand.
I have 3 cards.
Three?
I have 3 cards.
You have 3 cards.
I have 3 cards.
He was trying to stop you. You got 3 cards.
Rory picking up ace king here. AB raises to 30 in early position. Looks like Rory elects to just call with the ace king.
Let the winner just give him his 5 back.
He might know that there's some aggressive players behind him that might squeeze and be going for the call re-raise.
I didn't see him.
Hey, we're trying to stop you before you throw a pitch.
I have 2. I have a 15 and a 20. The 20.
His best opportunity folded. Chaz
Florida
is out.
That's what I was thinking. Is he knows Chaz is left to act behind him. He might be hoping that Chaz does his dirty work for him.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Jack.
Chaz raises up to 150. You can AB calls. You can really put the hammer down with the ace king.
He was trying to stop, but we didn't hear it until it got over here.
Looks like there's something going on with the action.
Thank you.
You made it?
So
what happened?
make sure we're good. It just his hand is
Fucking take it down.
I'm actually slightly the chip.
Let's go. Let's keep
Slightly,
it.
you know how big
Might be throwing hands up there.
Yeah, where we at? 150, 300K? Damn, that's nuts.
Heads up.
Yeah, I mean,
just
average
Rory
stack
and AB.
is like
AB probably does not realize how bad his
15
shaking is.
bigs.
Yeah.
Not
I'm
even
sure
with
he doesn't.
the
With the folded jack.
eddies and shit.
Now he
It's only
might.
like 10 bigs.
Very, very good flop for Rory. Goes
Rory
check,
checks
check.
back.
No,
Oh,
because so I got off work at like
This is
8
a
a.m.
situation
and I was
where
like, all right, let me get a nap before the final table.
again.
And I'm like, I had to keep waking up to check and see how many people were left.
Go
And I'm like,
call.
fuck, this thing is moving so fast. I'm like, I got no time to sleep. Like,
Right. It did move pretty quick, actually. So I was
Jack would be
pretty happy
brutal.
with it.
So
Pretty happy
clean.
with it.
no,
So
mine's
nice.
beeping like
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was gonna say
Sure
like
what
yours
the,
is off.
Whatever card is, but it looks like Rory's let out
You're
with a
good.
bet here. Deuce of hearts.
That's
Pretty-
about the. Oh, there's one of the few harmless cards. That's
Yeah.
one of them. Even a 5 would have been
Okay.
spicy.
Wow, it looks like Rory bets and maybe just folds the ace jack.
I'm sorry, this deck's kind of dealing them a
That's a tough fold to make
That
when,
is. He didn't take much time.
no. Especially when you block it straight. But credit to him for finding that fold so quickly.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think I would have gotten a little too curious there.
Right? Easy to do. Hey, guess what? This Saturday we've got a Big O Championship brewing. The tournament here is $15,000 guarantee. As you can see, $400 buy-in. And this card room has a lot of some really good Big O players.
Oh, yeah?
So, oh yeah. Yeah, some of
If
the
you're gonna run
some
good,
of the
that's a
best in the
good
country.
time to run. That's a good time to run.
Yeah, oftentimes we'll have 2, 3 Big O tables going. So, yeah, this is going to be the place to be if you're a Big O player and you want to see how you compare. Come on in, Saturday, $15,000 guarantee.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of Big O cash games have pretty high buy-in expectations. That might be a good way to dip your toes into Big O a little bit more without having to put, $1,500 on the table.
In case you're not familiar with what that is, Big O is simply PLO, 5 cards. It's a high-low split pot game.
It looks fun. I've never played it. I've wanted to try it, though. Always been fun to
There's
play.
some guys out there, table out there, that'd be happy to show you.
Oh, yeah. I bet they would be happy. I bet they would be. Was that the 3-bet with the 10-5 offsuit while we were talking about Big O?
Oh, Matt. There you go. On the button.
Deuce did the entire final table last time.
Matt was very active last week. He came and played this game. He was on a mission. He was just putting so much pressure on the players at the beginning of the stream, and unfortunately for him, he just kept running into it. Somebody actually had a hand every time. Whatever he was repping, he would run into it.
Yeah. That's always a rough session, especially on stream.
Hey, JJ Taylor, what's up? Thank you for joining us in the chat.
Looks like we got Seti raising it.
Button was on Julia.
Position with the King Jack.
Now he's got a hand this time.
The button's gonna go.
Well, he wasn't even on the button last time he threw.
No,
the button.
he was.
Who's commentary tonight?
The commentary's from you, Rudy.
Now he's in the button.
Make sure they mention you only
I like that. Here's the thing: if you're gonna raise with 10-5 offsuit, if you're gonna 3-bet with 10-5 offsuit, you have to also 3-bet with your ace queens. I see so many players that will try to slow play their big hands when they have an aggressive image.
Here we are, it's
I think
2K
it's a
later.
mistake that if you're gonna 3-bet with garbage hands, you should also definitely 3-bet with strong hands.
That's a good point.
I'm ready.
Because if you don't, you're losing effectiveness on both sides.
Exactly.
No, if it's 200, one more
The
time.
ability to wrap it build the pot when you have the best hands. Now, do you know if the 7-deuce game is on?
It is not.
It's not. Okay. I'm gonna say we might still. Chaz might just be playing it for himself, but he does end up folding. It wouldn't surprise me to see him
Wouldn't surprise me either.
play it for himself.
Double count.
Looks like we've got some.
Guy that's dead.
That was jamming with. Is it second?
That was
ace 3.
Yeah, that was Matt
Fred?
raising
How
to
you doing, Matt?
200 with 7-6 off.
Hanging in.
He's raised to 200 3 hands in a row. One of them was good.
Yeah, so
One of them
just
was not. And Seti makes the blocker
It's
play.
funny.
Takes it down.
He got the 10-5 through no call, the ace queen through no call, and then right in the middle, 7-6 gets rejammed.
Vic said he did not believe that he had a big hand 3 times in a row. If the 7-6 and the ace queen had switched places, he might have been in trouble. But
Yeah, right.
it is tough to make a nice hand 3 hands in a row pre-flop.
If I tell you I'm gonna snap you off, I only do because I snapped you.
We're not doing that again.
But I love it. Next time I rep, I have ace king. If I do that again, I have ace king or queen.
Matt picking up another premium, 10-5
5,
offsuit.
yeah. Jelly's raising it right in front of him, though.
I need to find them, man.
Set mining hand.
That might be the bluff of the night.
It looks like maybe there was a $25 straddle on. I think they all limped, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong about that, though.
I thought that Telly raised it.
I think it said Telly called 25 and Chaz checked, if I'm not mistaken. And Chaz just makes the nuts casually here on the turn.
Oh, look at that.
And does take it down. Chaz is a player who really exemplifies what I was talking about with if you're going to raise with garbage, you have to also raise your strong hands. Like, a lot of players with a maniac image will slow play their straight there. And it always is sad to watch when they could be making so much money by playing constantly. So I like that Chaz just leads out when he makes the nuts there. It's kind of obvious,
yeah,
but
so whatever seat you
at
were
the
in,
same time, you'd be surprised what you
so
see.
if you were in like
People
8 being
trying to
7.
get trappy, trying to get tricky. Just play with your feet more.
Whatever looks like your
$200
chip
from
stack
Matt.
is it.
What do you think?
That's a good move.
I hope so.
Unless they added purple.
Sure does.
Yep, there it is.
Mike, you just paid the small blind on the last table, is that correct?
Said he went to go get a Maggie. He's got 3s this time.
Does just let it go.
Oh, we're two-handed. We're two-handed.
Yeah. They're checking the camera anyway.
Chaz with the 7 off. Reasonable if you think a guy's just playing everything. And Matt does have the jack of diamonds here. He's got this board all but locked up here.
Pot size bet.
Okay, yeah, we just confirmed it, but
Surprised he went that large.
Yeah, it's
100%.
it's interesting spot to go big. I think he might be scared of Chaz. Like something that I think the theory goes with on those monotone flops you're supposed to bet small. But I think that when you bet small against players, and Chaz could certainly be one of them, you can actually induce them to raise. So he might think that by betting larger, he's going to disincentivize Chaz from putting him in a really tough spot later in the hand.
There's no doubt about that. The thing is, though, that if he happened to have the ace of diamonds or the king of diamonds, you're just kind of burning
for sure
more chips than you need to.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah, play it that way every time. I've seen players
sometimes you would just come in,
make that play with that logic before.
I would always just show them.
Yeah, we'd be like, all right, let's get it in.
Alright guys, I know Chad already told y'all, but once we get started, there will be no cell phones.
I think that'll get
not even on the rail,
Sam will stick around
not even
though.
in sight at all. If you do need to use your phone, just please step outside the railings over here, just so it's not.
He's counting on a call with
Thank you guys.
6-4.
Okay.
Heck, yeah.
I was gonna say, said he's got
How do you send the link to somebody?
in position.
I believe when you're on the actual
Probably bothered
YouTube
him that
page,
AD called.
there should be a button you can click where you can share.
I'd rather play that heads up.
Share that
Yeah,
QR
or
code.
if you Google Rounders tonight,
And,
if you could just Google Rounders tonight,
nobody
it will
flopping
pull it up.
anything, but I expect Chaz to
Stream
bet
is at
before.
15 to 20
Yeah,
minutes.
it's
It's a
mandatory.
15-minute delay. So 15 minutes from now, the stream will actually
Yeah.
start.
You
So
have
if
to
you
be
got
really
friends
creative to
around watch,
continue here as AV.
yeah, just shoot them. Just on YouTube. Rounders
looks like
tonight. It's going to start in about 15 minutes.
Said he folded.
And there should be, if you're on the actual stream
Yeah.
page, there's a little box with like
Yeah,
a
when
arrow
AV,
sticking out.
because I
You
believe
click
we
on
saw.
that, and you can share it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll give you a few minutes to do that because obviously, yeah, once we start, no phones. I'm sure.
Yeah, when it goes raised to
If you do want to use the
350,
phone,
call, ace jack offsuit. You're just not going to feel very comfortable on most flops,
first.
Oh, we're on Omaha.
even though he would have, of course, made the best hand.
Sam starting off quick, pretty fast today.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to start?
I'm ready. So
Yeah,
whenever
that's
everyone
what
else
we
is
told me
ready,
last week
yeah,
as well.
we're good on our
This is a
end.
volatile game, though.
Yeah,
That can change. Your fortunes can change very, especially when we get to PLO, which we just did. Your fortunes can change quickly.
I'm not gonna put the stream up. I've had complaints in the past. Players don't like to, use it for any kind of
I don't know
strategy or
about.
whatever. So
I don't know about
one
limping with the
person doesn't
8-3
want it, I'm
deuce
not
deuce
putting it
rainbow.
up. I will put
That's an
the golf
adventurous
one in
one.
basketball
for
game
sure.
one if you
Yeah.
want.
Maybe he'll flop
Put the golf one down. Basketball will be on later.
Maybe so.
Did y'all post the chip counts anywhere?
I doubt.
Actually, all the deuces are dead, unfortunately.
You mean final table chip count? He might put it up there,
Got,
but it'll be on the
that's
stream.
gonna be middle
Obviously,
set
but
for Rory
I don't know
here.
if they posted on
And
Facebook.
top for Chaz.
Other
with,
than just looking around and counting, I was
gut
just
shot.
curious.
If you want to count, we can give you that.
No, you don't have to get. No, don't do that.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I thought if it was listed somewhere already.
Yeah, I don't have a list of it.
It's like Rory bets 50, Chaz calls. I expect this to go heads up.
Well, you guys are doing that.
Well, good luck, everybody. Unless I'm in hand with you.
Ace on the turn.
2 pair for Chaz now.
Yeah, I like the check back from Chaz here. And club on the river could slow them down. Yeah.
Also, I don't know if they told you guys about the
And it looks like it
scanners.
goes
So this
check,
box
check.
in front of you
No, that-
is the card scanner.
Queens.
So
So they gotta stay in between.
they just have to go there one time. I will let you know if we didn't get a read on them, and I'll ask you just to rescan. At which point you just kind of like fan them across the
It's a bit of a
scanner.
scary turn card.
But if I don't say anything,
with,
then you're
with
good.
Jack 10 coming in.
Talk about the scanner, Mike. So this
And then
box
the
in front of you
club
is gonna be that
completing on the
scanner.
river as well.
So you just have to make sure both cards
I don't
come
know
across
if you
that.
I mean,
I'll let you know
obviously
if they
against
didn't
Chaz's
scan.
exact
I'll
hand,
give you
Rory
guys a
has
heads
gotten
up.
some extra value, but
Sure.
I don't know.
All right, guys.
This is
Blinds are
overall
going to be
range. I don't know how much
150,
more value there was to get in
300,000
that
with
hand.
a
It feels really bad to
150,000.
just check with a set of queens there.
Well, the flush came in as well.
Right, on the river it did,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The backdoor flush did
I think it's a tough bet.
It's tough to
every
get
action.
called, yeah.
Tough bet, tough call.
And when you bet, you of course have to get called by worse, and I don't know how much, maybe Chaz's exact hand would call, but not really much worse than
All right,
that.
everybody.
Yeah,
Again,
probably make a
congratulations.
call. I mean, it just kind
Your
of depends
final
on how big
table live stream.
size of
YouTube
the
stars. Playing for
Playable hands
21,000
here.
up top. So good luck to
Jack,
everybody.
10,
We are
8.
restarting exactly where we just ended just a moment ago. So
He plays
usually you're the
lots of
button
sixes.
here in the 3C. Blinds are 150, 300. But we're going to play for another 2403. This levels are going up 30 minutes now. We are playing at 30
What do you think
minutes.
about raising with the ace 766 versus just checking and seeing?
Yeah, can't do a mic pop. You
I'm
can't do a
not-
mic pop.
It doesn't excite
You can listen
me
to your
that
music. You just
to
can't have
have
it going out and
to
going
set
out.
my
at the table.
a lot, really. Leave me alone. I
Especially
really
with
like
a low
Anywhere
pair, yeah.
outside the
Absolutely. I
Anytime
really
you
like
need
to
to
have
grab
some,
the camera,
something else
back
working.
out.
Now those
Behind
the
the
7-6 is kind of they're interacting.
Yeah,
That's fine, yeah.
The ace 7 obviously that's the nut flush
You can put it
draw.
right there. Yeah.
But they're not. I like to have the
That's
cards
fine.
interact
You're
with
good.
like all
Thank you.
4 of them if possible.
Right.
Obviously, that's
Again,
kind of
good luck to everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Congratulations. Shuffle up a deal.
Fairly
Alright,
decent
good luck,
level
yeah.
AV here with the open-ended.
I'm not actually.
If you were,
I think he's
you
gonna
get
bet and
there,
just take it down.
Yeah.
you walk in, you get in the pool, you're ready to fucking party. What's your first drink you
Yeah,
want?
if you're gonna raise pre-flop.
Ant-Man might win a $4,000 side pod with 8
You're
high.
right. If it's ace of 5 pairs the board.
Oh my gosh. And Ant-Man's gonna win the side pot with 8 high. All in.
Yeah. Gonna shove.
Yeah.
And then immediately acting, and they already are.
Another good fold. So you definitely want to target just full colors with his quads as the player a decent frequency of the time. And he does call. Couldn't be shown the quads. And then he 8.
When that ace hits the river,
Oh.
that's not good.
And I feel, but no, yeah, he does fold.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rounders tonight from Rounders Card Club in San Antonio, Texas. We are here to live stream the final table of the $100,000, the Mania series, the Roundup event. Looks like we're joining them with an all-in. Looks like Matthew is going to win with 7s. He's going to take some chips off of Chris. Yeah, so we've got the final table in with me in the booth tonight. Sorry, Tomas, the action we kind of walked into it here. Tomas is in the booth with me again tonight. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, everybody? Good to be back. Be back with the action over here in the final table at Rounders tonight.
Yeah, let's set this scene up here. We had 703 entries in this event, $100,000 guarantee. So we definitely busted through the guarantee. This particular format, it was a $150 buy-in with an optional $100 add-on. But you couldn't take the add-on until the registration period ended. So it was kind of a different format.
Yeah, you had to get through about 2.5 hours of play.
Yep.
And some deep stack play. Definitely a lot of chips to work with when you start off the tournament.
Yeah. So there's Yulia. The action's on Yulia with King 9 off.
Lovely
and
Miss Yulia.
Yulia is a dealer here at Rounders.
One of our most beloved dealers here at Rounders.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to be biased, but
you
know who we're cheering for here today.
Yulia started the day with 8.5 big blinds. She started to day 2.
Yeah, she came in with the second. She told me she came in with the second lowest chip stack today.
Dang, that's amazing. And here she is on the final table.
Yep, just got to double up a few times and you're in there.
Yeah, she definitely was able to spin it up. I was fortunate to make day 2. We started with about 32 big blinds, and I lasted about 2 hours.
There you go. Yeah.
I just couldn't get anything going. How about you? Were you able to fire in this one?
No, I didn't actually play this one. I just had too many days scheduled this week.
Yeah.
Had to work too many of them. I was just like, I'm not going to try to move around things too.
Well, let's go around the table here. There in seat 1 is Matthew. Matthew started this final table with 3.7 million chips.
Looks like Matthew's a firefighter. Appreciate the quality service and things he does for the community.
Mm-hmm. And right to his left in seat 2 is Fred. Fred has 8.4 million chips.
He's got the Super Pro World Series of Poker hoodie on. I actually saw that hoodie recently. I was watching another stream, and the guy had taken down a bunch of high roller tournaments.
Oh, maybe that's why Fred ordered one.
Yeah, I think so.
Overnighted.
I think it's the lucky one.
Yeah.
It's the Run Hot.
So Fred.
I bet he's had that thing. I bet he's had that thing for years, too.
Fred's played on some of our cash live streams. Yulia, as we mentioned, is in seat 3. Mike Taylor. Mike has been on a number of final tables of our tournaments previously.
I would say he's one of the crushers of the tournament scene here in San Antonio.
He probably has.
He's one of those scary guys you don't want to see on your table.
Definitely has a very well experienced tournament player. I've played several tournaments with Mike and a few cash games as well, but he definitely knows his way around.
Really nice guy, though.
Very nice guy.
Always open to talking to anyone.
He's
nice, very respectful to anyone.
He's almost as nice as you.
Ah, come on. I just try to be nice.
And then Chris, we mentioned earlier.
Hold it on the inside.
Chris started the final table with second in chip. Actually, strike that. I believe Chris was actually the chip leader, and then Fred took some chips off of Chris. Anyway, he's now got 7.5 million, and the blinds are. What are the blinds?
I can tell the blinds are large because even Taco with our Fred here, we call him Taco here at the club. He's got a huge stack in front of him. He's only got like 30 big blinds in front of him.
Yeah,
he's the chip leader of the whole table. So
right.
We'll see when the blinds come up here.
Seat 6 is Carlos. Carlos is the short stack. He's got 1.8 million.
Looks like they're 150, 300 though. Just looking at the chips.
There we go. Yeah.
Yep.
150, 300 is correct. So that means Carlos has 6 big blinds.
Wow, Matthew folding the pocket eights there on 12 big blinds. Maybe considering some ICM implications with a lot of other shorter stacks being out there. A lot of 12 big blind, 13 big blind stacks out there.
Carlos is on the button. 6-5 offsuit, probably not going to be good enough. He's going to have to come in for a big bet, don't you think?
Yeah.
Whenever he finally does decide to play. Micah is in seat 7. He has 4.9 million in the blue shirt, and then Nick, 2.8 million. The action's on him right now. He's in the big blind.
Another Rounders local right here. Seen Nick in a lot of the day twos and a lot of the bigger tournaments. Played over here at Rounders. And this we got this pot starting off with Mike opening it up. So about 2 bigs. Chris calling out of the cutoff here with the 7-5 suited, some suited connectors, and Nick defending out of the big.
4-bet 600,000.
And we're gonna have Mike continue c-bet here. This is a pretty big flop for Chris.
It really is, and that's why he's going to raise.
He's going with some raising chips. I think this gets it done. Very nice hand from Chris.
Yep. Good pickup. Good pickup by Chris. Tomas, let's show everybody what we're playing for. These are the payouts for the final table. First place, everybody's shooting for $21,000 there.
Love to see it. Here are the big pay jumps. This is what everyone's playing for. What they've played for all day for. To get to this spot and play excellent poker.
First person off this table is going to take home $2,100, and 10 times that will go to first place. So, got some work to do.
Definitely a lot of work. Even the stacks being all this short, people are gonna definitely come into this thing with a strategy, and not just be spewing chips everywhere.
Yulia, ace-10 offsuit.
Yulia's got a real hand here.
Middle position.
Throwing in the standard raise. The 2 big blinds. Chris with another decision here.
5 calls.
Chris is going to make the call. He's going to flat in position to Yulia, but we have an all-in from Carlos with pocket 4s.
The lucky 4s.
So it's only 1.2 million more for Yulia.
No.
And I don't know Carlos too well, but I don't think he has played with either Yulia or Chris, so I kind of like it here. You're just taking your pocket pairs, ripping into the first open you see when you're off of 10 big blinds here. It's putting a lot of pressure on these 10 big blind. Even Chris's 30 big blinds.
Wow.
It's the third of his stack to call off.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
That's a great pickup, man. He just doubled up.
I like. Oh yeah, and he's on such a short stack. That's basically a double up there.
That's a great outcome. No flop.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
I gotta tell you, it's a good move. I don't know if I would have done it with a raise and a call in front of me with 4s. Best case scenario, you're flipping. We've already got 2. I'm really kind of expected somebody to call, but hey, it worked out for him.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
And those 2 holdings are kind of like the ideal hands you want when you're shoving in 11 big blinds there. 2 marginal hands that'll have a really hard time calling.
Yeah. Chris with a suited king. I think he's just
probably is wanting to take a hand off. Just play the last 2 hands.
Yeah.
Micah here with the suited ace. See what he wants to do. Looks like he's cutting out raising chips, going for 750.
Oh, we didn't mention Hammer in seat 9. Didn't get to him yet.
Oh yeah.
Hammer's got 1.8 million after posting his blind, small blind.
Hammer always looking good, man.
Yeah. In fact, in day 1 yesterday, or a couple of days ago, I looked over and saw him at the table, and I mentioned to the people at my table, I go, man, name a more imposing figure at the poker table than Hammer when he's
Right.
like in the zone, right?
When he's in the
He just
zone,
looks
he's got the
so-
headphones on. It's just you have no idea if he's staring at you or if he's staring through you. You're just it's hard.
He looks like he's all about business.
Oh yeah, takes every spot serious, as you should.
Mike is going to pick that up again, raise and take it. That's a significant pickup there. Good job there. So thank you guys for joining us. I want to let you know that we're really happy that you decided to join us and watch this final table play out. The top 9 finishers of the $100,000 guarantee.
Sit back and relax, and we'll see some quality final table play here. Mike with the ladies. See if he just wants to come in with an open, or if he wants to just rip it in. He's only got 9 bigs here.
4 raises 700,000. Five, 6, 7, 7. 8, 4. 9, 4. 1, 4.
2.5x raise from Mike with the queens. Let's see what sizing the different people decide to go with.
Yeah, I think he could have just gone all in here, but I kind of like the variation in play here, just because he knows there's not going to be a ton of hands that even want to play back at him. So maybe he's just trying to maximize the value he's getting from queens
he's
here.
He's going to get called right here from Fred, and they do see a flop.
He's going to have to get down to showdown, too. 2 clubs out there, though. Bodes well for his queen of clubs.
He's definitely going to bet.
Pot's going to be 1.7.
That's 800,000.
$50 pot bet.
It's about 3 big blinds of his 7 big blind stack. But I like it because you're sitting here with a pair and a gutter, and you're just like, it's too small. I have too many chips to fold here. I have too much equity in the pot at this point. Oh, and we get Fred just rip it in.
And snap call by Mike.
Not what Fred wanted to see there.
Yeah, that's a misstep, but
it's okay.
But the thing is, if you think about it, this flop really doesn't appear to be in Mike's neighborhood. Really doesn't really favor his hand. He just happens to have an overpair.
I mean, you're kind of eliminating the lower range of his opening hands like Jack 10 and the 10-9s, kind of hands like that. So
Mike's going to take that hand down.
He either has air or he just has an overpair, and even against those, you still have equity against those. So I don't hate the play from Fred here, especially being the big stack. And
I get it.
Chance to knock out one of the more imposing players in this field.
Yeah,
I'd probably go for it too, honestly.
2,225,000.
Yeah, that's a 6 million chip pot going Mike's way.
He just ends out clean for the ladies.
Mm-hmm. Just increased his stack by over 3 million.
And now Mike and Fred both basically have the same stack. Sitting at 20 bigs here.
There we go. There's our
leaderboard. It's great news for Chris there. Moves him comfortably into first. Not comfortably, because it's 30, and everyone's got 20, 18, and a couple of 10 big blind stacks out there.
Yeah,
but
Mike is a lot more comfortable after that. Definitely, he had 7 big blinds previously.
Yeah, definitely.
And now Nick and Hammer are at the bottom, 6 and 7 big blinds.
Mike's got some playing chips now.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous.
25,000 more for the small blind, please.
Let's see if Chris wants to do anything with the queen jack. No.
Under the gun,
I,
+1.
I like the fold there, though. You're
Yep.
out of position.
Mm-hmm.
The marginal hand. You lose one pot, and you're just right back in the middle with everyone else.
There you go. 7.
7 makes it 7.
Micah opening the 10-9 offsuit here. Oof, running into it, too.
And Hammer is a short stack.
Yep.
Got an easy jam.
Probably just going to have to fold the 10-9, though. Hammer still has 6 big blinds, and Micah only started with 16, 15 bigs, and not calling off 10-9 for half of your stack. I don't think
Yulia's
so.
got her big blind in. She's going to let it lay down King Jack offsuit.
$1,825,000.
Micah needs to count.
1.8.
1.825.
Lots of friends in the chat. Tomas. Got John George. What's up, John George? Hope everything's going well with you.
Hope you're
Trenton.
running well. John George, good to hear from you.
Treetop Trenton McNabb.
Got Tree Trenton there. Hello.
Cards on their backs.
Called. Makes the call. 10-9. He's connected.
Oh, wow. Calls it off with 10-9 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
What was the difference?
1.825.
King's well in the
live.
lead. Oh,
That's
all
it.
the aces come out when you've got kings.
Yeah.
All right.
Double up for Hammer.
Hammer's got chips.
Okay, maybe Micah started off with more than I thought. Maybe he started with like 18 or 19 bigs. Still, you don't want to get down to the 10 big range. Now you're out there with the rest of the 10 big blind stacks.
Right.
Wondering if you need to shove or you should wait one more hand. Those blinds are already probably about to move up in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
You see some pretty big movement.
Doesn't get any easier.
Our last two hands, Mike and Hammer doubling up. Hammer goes from 6 big blinds or 7 big blinds to 14 now. Blinds are pretty big, you know. You've got to make some moves.
7 makes it 700,000.
Ace Queen suited, good enough for a raise to 700 for Micah.
That's nice to see after you lose after the 10-9.
Matthew's in the cutoff with a suited ace.
Oh, man.
Let's see what he decides to do. And looming on the button is a big hand.
Oh, yeah. Looks like he wants to do something with ace, the suited ace here. And you were telling me you played with this guy earlier,
I did.
Correct?
Yep. I started the day on the same table as Matthew. I was in seat 8 and he was in 5. And he was by far the most active player at the table. And I just knew that he was going to be the guy that I was going to 3-bet. But I think I was only able to do it once. I really couldn't get anything on. He's going to 3. Oh, he's making the call.
Calling.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's just calling. Fred's going to go about this a little differently, I think, with ace-king suited. Fred takes all the decision making out of it.
Yep. Just takes a deep breath and
Except
rips
for
it.
Micah. Micah's got a decision to make. He's got 9 big blinds after raising. So what kind of things are you thinking about here, Tomas? When you raise, you get flatted, somebody calls you, and then the guy right next to him on the button, 3 bets.
So I'm thinking the guy that just flats me probably has a pretty strong range. And then when I see one of the bigger stacks rip from the button here, depending on the player, I'm thinking he could either be squeezing, maybe
It's definitely a squeeze.
but he's not squeezing with marginal hands.
Yes.
He's squeezing with, you know, probably pocket 10s, pocket jacks, queens. Maybe at worst like 9s. Some ace kings off. Of course, ace king suited.
Matthew's got an ace in his hand, and Micah was in fairly early position who raised, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take your time, man. No rush.
Matthew in a spot now. He's got 5th of his stack in there already. And he's got the extra 700 he's got from the initial opener and the blinds. So might be just thinking he's getting too good of a price here to fold.
It's a bad 3. Oh, bad ace. Fred's just gonna.
I was wondering if the equities are right there. It said Fred had 54 and Matthew had 46. It's weird.
That doesn't seem right.
Right.
Because of the ace queen, but I suppose it could be. So Matthew's just kind of kicking himself there for burning some chips.
Yeah, definitely. He was definitely going back and forth whether he wanted to initially call the initial open.
Yeah.
But I think maybe seeing that last hand may have weighted some of his decision making there after seeing that guy call off, or Micah call up with the 10-9 off.
Yeah. They're actually discussing it.
I'm actually a little bit surprised Micah folded the ace queen suited there, especially after losing one like that, getting crippled down to your last, or getting down to 10 big blinds. You're not doing yourself a lot of favors by folding there, because I mean you need chips. The pay jumps don't matter a ton yet. I mean they are sizable, but Matthew here ripping it with the pocket 4s, lucky 4s.
Hey Fred, was it because of that?
I'll give it that.
See if anyone picks up anything to call him off with. Chris with the king 7 suited here. Definitely a decision.
Weirdest thing, I mean, I'm not thinking of a mistake.
Yeah, he lets it go. Looks right. Maddie Sproles is in the chat. What's up, Maddie?
What's going on, Maddie? Another excellent dealer here at Rounders.
Very likable young lady.
Right.
Christopher Williams is there. Liquan C. Shouting out to Mike T.
If I didn't do that, he was going to call. And he said I think, well, good for you.
El Griton.
Yeah, so I'm mistaken.
And Kilby Harrison.
Short stack, I'm just shoving.
Yeah,
I mean, at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
200.
Shouting out for Micah.
No, I was the big one.
Oh, you're big, that's right.
Yeah, so I just thought it was 75 more. But I didn't even look. I just no.
Man, thank you.
No, right, right. At least it'll still a sweat. I had 2 over. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wasn't too happy when you turned it over.
Right.
Ooh, and Micah getting rewarded after getting beat down by the last 2 hands.
All in from seat 7.
Picking up the ladies. Hopefully
Jams with 7 big blinds.
The ladies will be nice to him as well.
Nine fold. 1 fold.
Some quick folds around there. Can't even see what they got. Must be absolute nothing. Carlos here
with an ace.
Ace here on 7 bigs.
Out.
Shows it and folds.
Yeah, he wants to be the one who makes the move. He doesn't want to call with that a bad ace like that.
Nice time for Micah to pick up queens there under the gun. Paid for his blinds. And we go around one more time. Hopefully a lot more times.
Nick with 5 big blinds with the he's under the gun in this hand. He's gonna.
I think he's due. We haven't seen him play a hand, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're telling yourself. This is the card. It's this one. Hiya.
6 high, no good. We see him repping NASA.
Oh yeah, we got the NASA shirt on. I didn't even notice that.
And I don't know what kind of a sport team logo that is on his hat. So it looks like a.
That was Carolina Panthers.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like one of those alternate designs.
Okay.
If you look at it again, it's definitely the.
Well, I knew it was a panther or a predator or a jaguar or something
some
like
kind
that.
of big cats.
Oh, 6.
And Carlos completes with the 8 deuce suited. He's actually in the lead.
I'm going to apologize to Carlos. He probably is from here. I just don't see his face often. He's got the Rounders hoodie on and everything.
Yeah, and the sunglasses. I think probably we would recognize him if we...
Are we selling that hoodie out there, by the way? I need to pick up another one.
Yeah.
Can we find some? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Happen to be very near the storage. Micah takes that down. Okay, so Nick is in the big blind now.
Should get rewarded good cards just for being able to do the, double shuffle. Ambidexter. Dude, can't say big words. I'm not going to try
words
it. He uses 2 hands, guys,
hard.
left and right.
One, 4, 3, 4, 4. Five raises to 1.2.
Chris with a raise from the cutoff with a 9 deuce suited. A lot of 9s in play or out. Nick with 8-6 suited.
Pretty quiet over there.
And I'm afraid
Man.
if I talk, my nose might start bleeding again.
Is that what happened a while ago?
One round.
Might not want to let this one go. 5 bigs, definitely the shortest stack. He's got a hand with, got 2 live cards, definitely. And only if he could see his opponent's hand.
I'm surprised that Chris raised here with Nick being in the big blind, being so short.
Definitely.
He's almost certainly going to call with any playable hand, and Chris just really can't take a lot of heat with this hand.
Right. Chris definitely trying
that's
to...
an error.
Possibly.
I mean, it might work out.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely doing it in a good position here.
Call.
But,
Call.
yeah, like you said, Chris isn't folding a lot of hands here.
In between, but
You mean Nick.
Oh, yeah, Nick. That's right.
And he just calls. So he's got 2 big blinds behind.
And then considering I see... I'm sorry?
Can he ever fold here?
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, look at this flop for Chris. Seems unfair.
Thank you, sir.
Seems like we're wrong, Rudy. This is an excellent play.
He checks.
And now once he checks, I think Nick is just going to fold.
Yeah, bet take it down. You just hate to see that board. The 8-6 of spades.
So he's going to be left with 1.5 blinds, 1.5 big blinds once he posts his small blind.
Chris wiping a little bit of sweat off his head there.
No kidding.
Nice take it down with a 9 high. 9 deuce suited.
Well, I guess he's got a little bit more. He's got 2 big blinds. Or maybe they just haven't posted it. Well, anyway, no, I think it is 1.5 big blinds after he posts his small blind. This is our 10th hand of the final table. Fourteenth hand. Under the gun, suited king for Matthew. Just pitch it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely thinking about the big blind coming to him, though.
If Chris raised with a 9 deuce suited, I expected him to raise with a queen 6 suited there.
Right.
Blind versus blind. This is where
He just don't win.
Look, sir. Good luck, man.
it's going to make or lose a lot of money. Hammer's got a call here. Clear call.
I mean, you would think so.
Well, it's only half a big blind more.
Oh, it is, right?
I didn't even look at it, too.
Yeah.
Nick's going to need some help. It's a coin flip. A 60-40.
Even being the one big blind to call, you still don't want to lose these.
It's a 7.
Hits the 7.
Okay.
7 good.
So Nick's going to survive.
Nick finds the double up.
He can see another orbit if he so chooses.
Patience rewarded there.
He's the one that had 50K here earlier. Who was it? One. There you go.
Were you at the table?
No.
Definitely takes a lot of patience to put in 2 big blinds off of like 7 big blinds from the hand before with the 8-6.
Yeah.
And, you know, not just rip it in because, I mean, so many times I'm short like that and I find a hand like that. Just like, I'm going to be all in anyway, so just rip it off pre-flop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hit a set.
That knocked him down. I think he had 1.45.
I think for the longest time there was kind of a benchmark, you know, like a low water mark. If you got to 10 big blinds, you needed a jam. You know, that was tournament strategy. Just kind of understood, you know, like I said, waterline. But not anymore. Now you see people playing, and he did a raise and fold with 7 big blinds.
Yep.
Or call. He called a raise and folded.
I think it lends itself to like the structure we play so often here at Rounders, and it's anywhere you go, live poker in general here in Texas. A lot of times you get down to like, you know, 30 big blinds is like the deep stack, 25 big blinds is the deep stack in the final table.
Mm-hmm.
So I think all the players collectively have adjusted to, you know, utilizing those 20 big blinds, not just finding the first hand they can jam off 10 big blinds.
Here we see Chris opening again to $1 million with a suited king. He's been pretty active, and Nick is going to jam. He finds a suited ace. This is a really good spot for him to shove.
I like the spot from Nick.
It's not the best ace, but you know Chris has been pretty active.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't know if you've seen a lot of the hands Chris has been to showdown with, so don't know if he knows he's been opening wide.
Even if you don't know what the guy's opening with, just by sheer volume, just by you know, like earlier today when Matthew was raising on my table, I didn't see hardly any of his hands.
Mm-hmm. All in on a call.
Can't always have a good hand. Ace Jack 10.
Calling for the clean.
Come on, come on.
Queen or a club.
Ooh. Ace holds.
I can't still. My mind is second to process still.
Yeah. Come on out there.
The Nick's going to double up again.
And just like that, Nick has a stack.
He's up to 4.5 million now.
That's it.
1.8.
That.
So he should be at 10 big blinds.
And that's the danger of
It felt it. I definitely felt
getting a little bit impatient there and opening
And look at that, just like that,
a little bit
he's
more
fourth in chips now.
more marginal hands like the king 3 and the 9 deuce there. Definitely gonna hurt Chris and put him right back in that 20 big blind area.
So we've got 4 people with 7 big blinds or less.
Oh, I'm trying.
Nice pickup there. Matthew, one of the short stacks, is in the small blind. Yulia also short, 6 big blinds.
Yulia picking up a pretty hand here.
Yulia's got to go. Yeah, she's got a jam here.
She's all in.
Good luck. Good luck, Julie.
Folds around to hammer on the button. Hammer with a suited ace. And let it go.
Hammer's only got 7 big blinds though. Hard one to call off. It's gonna get through.
All right.
It'll pay for the blinds.
Yeah. Good hand, Yulia.
Rudy, do you prefer to be the 10 big blind stack or the 20 big blind stack at this point?
Well, I'd much rather have more chips than less. But
yeah.
But I think there is a certain amount of comfort in eliminating options, right?
Yeah, definitely.
When you're really short and you know your next move is going to be all in, there's some comfort. You
Definitely.
know?
Yeah.
When your choices are limited.
Feels like you can. There's not a lot of mistakes for you to make.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Your push fold options are should be. It's better if you have an idea what to do.
Carlos waking up with the ace queen, close to the blinds.
How about yourself, Tomas? What do you think about what? Like
honestly, if it's this point and there's like 4 or 5 different stacks that are 5 to 10 big blinds, and I have 20, I think I'd rather be the 5 to 10, because I don't know. I just feel like at any point I can make a mistake or lose one hand, and I'm right back at the 15 big blind, 10 big blind stack.
Well, the thing is, if you make a mistake at 5,
it's over, right?
Yeah, the bar.
There's not a lot of mistakes to make there, though.
Or if you get unlucky. If you have 20 big blinds and you get unlucky, maybe you're still.
Yeah.
You got another chance to make another mistake. Jacks for hammer.
And also, when you have chips, you want to play pots, or like you feel like you have chips to play pots, and it just feels like you're just waiting for a stack to be blinded out or have to get it in. And even Fred here with his 18 big blinds with ace queen suited, it's like it's tough. Like maybe this guy doesn't shove anything less than ace king and pocket pairs, you know.
And Matthew with a head scratcher.
You lose 7 big blinds here. Now you're down to 13 big blinds, 12 big blinds.
Fred's on the button with ace queen suited. This might,
Not such a snap.
It's a tough. No, it's not.
It's a decision.
But it's 7 big blinds. I think.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go over the top though.
I think it's a.
Okay, folding position.
It's a tight fold.
Like I said, man, it's hard. It's hard being one of the bigger stacks, the 20 big blinds, questioning every single decision. Where 7 big blinds,
yeah, he
pocket jacks, I'm all in.
Definitely would have raised had it been folded around to him with ace queen, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? But to call,
you're just sad to fold those hands
for 7 big blinds. Yeah, if he misses He's down to 11 big blinds.
Mhm.
Right now he's got some. He can wait more than the other guys can, right?
Yep.
If we look at the leaderboard again, we see 8, 6, 5 big blinds at the bottom. Matthew, our short stack now.
See another early position.
Micah limping.
Picking up another premium. Yeah, I see that.
Limps with ace king off.
Ooh, Matthew might be incentivized to
I
rip the
think
10-8.
I think I was thinking the same. Oh.
Oh no.
Hello, Fred.
I wonder if if the limp though under the gun or early positions piqued his interest. I don't think we've seen anyone limp since the final table started. Might feel like he's walking into a trap. Oh, the snap all in. gives a little wiggle. All in.
Mike is going to snap call him. He only has 8
Good
big
luck, boys.
blinds. This is what he wanted.
Yeah.
There should be no delay on his move here.
Toss the single chip in. Get some FaceTime for the stream.
Okay, coin flip.
Oh, sorry.
Ace, king versus queens.
Heads or tails?
Right? I'll take tails.
I think there was a couple of aces folded. I saw an ace-8 and... Oh. He's running Broadway now. That'll do it.
Nope. Oh, and he hits his ace, too. Micah is going to be eliminated in 9th place.
Good game, Micah.
Yeah, congratulations. That's a great run. 9th place is going to get him $2,100.
Anytime you run deep in a day two, it feels good. But definitely kind of painful going out right when the money when the money gets important.
I know we got kind of in our area.
So now we've got 8 people left.
Let's sit there.
We are laddering.
Yulia and Matthew have laddered. Well, everyone is laddered up, but Yulia and Matthew have 6 big blinds and 5 big blinds.
Yes.
Fred now takes the chip lead with that. 29 big blinds for Fred. And on we go.
Surprised nobody said anything about a chop.
Hammer picking up the suited ace. Early position. Might just be inclined to let it go. Doesn't look like he wants to. I think we're going to have a deep think about this one. Chris looks like he's got some devious thoughts.
Does. Ultimately lays it down. Carlos has an ace of his own. He is dominated by Hammer, though. Let's see what he decides to do from the big blind. It's like a 2.2x raise.
Yeah.
So it's only a little over one big blind for him to make the call. They have similar stack sizes.
36 minutes.
Going back to your hoodie comment, Tomas Fitz is in the chat. He says you need that old school Rudy's hoodie, Rounders hoodie. Old school Rounders hoodie.
Which one is that
I guess that would be the black one with the orange lettering.
Oh, yeah. No, that
You've
one
seen
is
that
the
one.
old school one.
Seen that one walking around.
I see Fig always wear that one.
Fig?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure Fitz has one of his own. He's trying to recruit you to that, to the old school team.
I think I'm right there with you. Yeah.
Sorry. Take 50,000. Go.
Right.
He doubled up like twice, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Rounders Bar and Grill. You see Hammer there enjoying a nice big ribeye steak on the final table. He's earned it. Enjoy
you
it.
Definitely got to get a steak on the stream.
Red meat. He's a red meat man.
Maybe not kick back, but at least enjoy yourself, you know? Whatever you got to do to get in the zone.
Mike is going to raise with ace-9 offsuit from
Taking
the cutoff.
advantage of the position here.
Carlos again with another suspect ace.
Yeah. What is Nick? Oh, okay. No. I thought it was Nick with the ace there. But, nope. Mike gonna pick up a pot here?
Yep, raise and take it from Mike T. Take it down, my guy.
It doesn't seem like those pots mean a lot, but that's a whole like 3 big blinds right there.
Oh,
on top of 10 big blinds, you know, it's
chunk.
More than 20% of your chips added on.
Yeah, if you don't do that, you'll grind you down.
You got to find those spots to utilize position.
They're like double layered because they have RFID in them.
That's how they pick them up, right?
I guess while we change decks here, I'm gonna take a quick break.
Alrighty.
Yeah, one of the cards has a little chip in it. It happens. We've got extras. Gotcha.
Do a little card maintenance. So yeah, just a reminder, guys. Thank you for joining us for the final table of the $100,000 guarantee. Appreciate that. And while you're here, please hit that like and subscribe button for us. You can also select notifications, turn your notifications on so that you'll know when we have a stream going. Strongly suggest that.
Action panels. Four, five, six, four.
Hello, aces.
Raise, 8 raises for 1 minute.
Blind versus blind. Nick gets no customers. Hammer has nothing to play back at him with. He'll take that down.
Game about to start.
Yeah, pre-game's on. I think it's still an hour away, but that way I don't forget to put it on.
Yeah.
And then I put on
Here's a look at some of the movers, the way that the players have been moving since we made the final table. Fred has gained the most chips. Chris, although he's still at the top, near the top, has lost over 2 million. Another ace on the button for Nick. Good opportunity to pick up some chips. He's going to raise to 1 million again. 2 hands in a row. Matthew, with only 4 big blinds, might think this is a good spot to defend with. The button doesn't have to be this strong. He's definitely should be opening wider from the button. Matthew's hand is above average. He's all in. Yep. This kind of makes sense.
Total and this one. Sure, I got it right.
All right, I'm back, Rudy. What's going on? What's going on? Any action happen while I was gone?
Well, Nick had aces in blind versus blind just a hand ago, so he raised to 1 million. Now you see he's got ace 5 offsuit, raises to 1 million again, and the big blind Matthew is going to jam on him.
Yeah, looks like it's about another $1 million to call it off.
And you see all the other players are very interested in this, because this is if Matthew happens to be eliminated, that means money. They're making money.
Ladder time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 9 right in the door.
Everyone collectively screaming ace in their head.
In the window.
Or a 4.
Nope. All right, so Matthew's going to survive.
And Matt gets the critical level up.
Critical, yeah. Absolutely critical.
Yeah, I think I knew how this one was going to end already. Got some spoilers while I walked out of there, sadly. But
you walked out.
I will not spoil it all.
The blinds are going to be
we'll watch it together.
250,000 and 500,000.
So Matthew picks up that pot. He's now at 4.5 million. He's now in 4th position in chips. Nick and pretty much Nick and Matt just swapped places.
Yeah, we're just passing around chips right now.
3 people with 6 big blinds. And Yulia will be in the big blind next hand.
I need to get one of those, man.
Ooh. Garbage for Yulia.
Can I get a disinfecting?
Request better cards. Hurt. 5 makes it 1 million.
See Chris here.
Hang on, sir.
Opening up the 7-6 offsuit.
Yeah. In middle position.
Thank you.
And it's definitely probably going to work out here. Well, he's got a defending hand. It does work out, but man, it's dangerous.
Yeah, if you want to
it's dangerous. Seems like he's getting a little bit impatient there.
Well, he's definitely been the most active player at the table. He's given away the most chips, except for Micah, who busted.
Yeah.
He had lost prior to this hand. He'd lost over 2 million chips since the final table started. Talking about Chris here. And then that one time when he raised when Nick was in the big blind, I think that was it was one thing that's really, really important is you really need to be aware of the chip stacks.
Chip stacks and position, yeah.
Yeah, your position, relative position to the short stack, the big stack. You really need to know what the stacks are around.
Especially if you're one of these middling stacks, you really don't have a whole ton of room to move around, or at least that's what the computer says. But Chris not holding anything back today. He's going for it. He's not taking, anything below third place, I don't think.
Blinds have gone up, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at 250, 500. Here we see Chris
Oh,
raising
wow.
again, second hand in a row with a jack high, jack 10 offsuit. And Carlos is going to raise. This is an
This is a
interesting
great
raise.
spot for
it's-
Carlos.
as it turns out, he's in a
Yeah.
great position.
And,
2.5 and a quarter, I think.
that's what happens when you're kind of obviously one of the most active players at the
Yeah.
table. People are going to find good spots to squeeze against you.
Right?
That's why you definitely got to mix in some of your stronger hands into this opening range. And
2,625,000.
try not to get caught too many times in hands like this, where it's only another 1.2 to call off. You already
It's
got.
a mandatory call.
Yeah,
really,
it's a
that he's
2 to
put himself.
1. Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get. If he puts that in, call it 1.4, that's 6.2.
It looks like he doesn't want to call it off, though.
No. I mean, it's 4 to 1,
Yeah.
right? Maybe more. 4 to 1, and we can see that it's almost a coin flip here, 56-44.
Hmm. But so many times you could just be dominated here.
Yeah, for
hands
sure.
like eighth jack.
I don't care.
Call.
Pocket jack,
So I
pocket
think
queen,
he
any
makes
pocket
the right
over that,
decision
but-
mathematically. He comes to the right conclusion, but he put himself in a bad spot by raising there
And opening for so.
in this position.
Oh, I seen open too big.
All right.
Lines are at 500, right?
Yeah.
250 to 500,
Yeah.
yeah. But still, gets rewarded.
Yeah.
He'll take it down.
He's going to take Carlos out.
I want to
Well
raise.
played.
Just like that.
It's all good. I needed a jack.
Yeah, for sure. You got to get out.
Chris got lucky on him.
GG, Carlos. Found a great spot at the end there. Well played, man. Just gotta hold on your flips.
Unfortunate run out.
Yep, this is still tournament.
There we see Carlos going home with $2,800. Next payout is going to be a $1,000 pay bump. Love to see it. 7th place. Now they're playing for 3,800.
The 4-figure
Let's
pay
see.
jumps.
Who's the next person? We got 2 people with 4 big blinds, Yulia and Nick. Poor Matthew, man. In the cutoff with 3 high. Yulia with 8-6 offsuit. Wow. She's got Mike in a bad spot here. But Mike, being the tournament pro that he is going to raise with 4 high. And he knows that Yulia's range is capped because she just limped in.
Yep.
She just gave away
I'm gonna see what you had.
half a big blind.
Oh, man, Yulia. I don't know if you want to go back and watch that one.
Oh, she's going to come back and punch him tomorrow.
But if she does, I mean, that's a great example of when you get down that short, you're almost jamming any 2 there in the small blind with 4 bigs. 8-6 is definitely a hard one to jam.
Yeah. But you can
I
fold
will
it.
admit.
You can fold
But you
it.
can definitely just fold it too.
Yeah. Drew is in the chat. Bet on Drew. He says the 4 people on the final table were at his day 2 table today.
So
Man.
he's saying he would have been here
He's
if his table draw was a little bit better.
There, I guess he's saying there should have been 5.
What's up, Drew?
How much is it?
I'm just joking. Just trolling, man.
Yulia's on the button. She wakes up with a hand. Ace Jack offsuit. And Chris is in the big blind with a King 3 offsuit.
Like
Wants to know what the math is.
Oh, fine.
Makes the call, going for a little executioner play here. He's in a worse spot this time, though. 35% equity against Yulia's hand. She hits her jack, and the jack is pair jacks is going to be good. 2 pair for Yulia, jacks and 10s.
Never folded in there for 3 bigs. Any face card?
Yeah. Well, Yulia feels good. Feels a little bit better. She now has. Did I see that right? How many does she have? Let's take a look.
Like
Yulia now has
3?
7 big blinds.
Yeah, 2.5.
So we go from Matthew.
But honestly, that is great for her with Nick coming up into the big blind after this hand.
Yeah, poor Nick only has 4 big blinds.
You know, when you're on the short stack, you know, sometimes all it matters is survival.
That's right.
You're just trying to get ladders. And honestly, it's hard to go wrong, like I said earlier, with the short stack. Hammer with the short stack decision here for sure. Ripping it.
Suited ace under the gun. He's going to go with it.
Oh, wow. And see, what I'm talking about, you don't want to be that 20 big blind stack. You saw Fred there with the
Fred
ace jack
folded
off.
with
Yeah.
ace jack.
You find marginal
He's made
hands like
2
that.
questionable folds there. The ace queen earlier, I think, was probably a clear call. And this ace jack here for 7 bigs? I don't know. That might be.
And I know
might be okay.
Fred and Hammer definitely have a lot of experience playing against each other, and
3 million.
just by Hammer's demeanor, I think he comes off as a little bit of a tighter player that doesn't play as many hands.
Right.
But
absolutely.
As we're seeing here, you know, he's actually finding great spots to pick up hands, to pick up chips. Nick here, the 3 bigs with an ace. I don't think he can fold.
Can be so easily dominated though with that 4.
But yeah, I think that tighter image definitely plays in Hammer's favor there. He doesn't show his cards a whole lot either. Very, very methodical guy.
The other thing that plays into Hammer's favor is that he plays a lot of Big O.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't play a lot of Hold'em. So when he does play, you really do put him on being tighter, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You think that maybe he's not as practiced at Hold'em, but you would be wrong. That's the wrong assumption. Nick does make the call.
No, I think Hammer plays like almost all of the bigger tournaments here, right?
He does, yeah. He does play the tournaments, but I mean, as far as cash.
Right.
They each hit their pair.
Ouch, man.
No.
This poker's not
all
fair,
right.
dude.
Good playing with you, man.
GG, Nick. Well played. Came back from that short stack. Made a little run. I actually saw him on my way out when I went out here.
When you were walking.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him walking away from the table.
Like, at least it's spade, right? And then
really nice guy. Great player here.
Yeah, I played cash with him a couple days ago.
Yeah. Plays like the 1-3 games, right?
Yeah, we were playing 1-3. Nick's going to take home $3,800. And with that, everybody ladders up. Next spot that is eliminated will receive $5,000 for the ride home. Take a look at the VPIPs real quick. We were talking about Chris being active,
Yeah.
and
Dead small.
he has been the most active player.
2.5 5, right?
Yeah, definitely the most active with the biggest stack. You know, kind of the only one utilizing the bigger stack here.
I didn't think about that.
Julia with Ace Jack again.
Oh, she wasn't there to see it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she had stepped away from the table. I think they folded her hand before she got there.
Where did she go?
Raised to 1.2.
She probably just stepped outside or something. I don't know. I saw her seat open though, like when they were getting to the next hand.
That's one thing I wonder when I see people playing tournaments and they go outside to smoke.
Like you missed the one your one double up.
I mean, how many hands do you?
You only get to see maybe 3 or 4 really good hands.
I get it. Sometimes you have to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? But maybe try to minimize your time of not seeing your cards. You paid for those cards,
and then you have no idea how much EV or like equity you lost. It's brutal sometimes. Every time you get back to like, oh, you folded aces. Sorry.
You troll the players, as any good dealer should do.
Yes, of course.
I'm just saying, man. That's a good deal for you guys.
We get our healthy amount of trolling.
Just gonna take it right off the top, right? Just go ahead.
Yeah. Young play for the red.
It's Rocket Science says, being a smoker is negative EV in the long run. Lol.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah, I think
science proved that.
Inarguable. Unless you're smoking a nice pig, you know.
A what?
Pig. You know.
Oh, pig.
Yeah. Turkey legs or, you know.
Yeah. Beef jerky.
In that case, I got nothing against
right
it.
Now.
Blind versus blind. No, excuse me.
No,
Fred is under the gun
here.
Right,
yeah.
right.
He opened up the king 10. I think he's tired of seeing bad hands.
Folds ace queen. Folds ace jack. Opens king 10 on the under the gun.
Yeah, but it's I think definitely a difference, and you want to be the opener opposed to being the one calling off.
We are 6-handed. Next player that's eliminated will earn $5,000.
Ladies for the lady.
Maybe Yulia knew what she was doing all along.
Of course. Smoking's negative. Evie, come on. She was obviously going to bust the ace jack.
She was avoiding the problem hand.
Obviously, yeah. Everyone knows ace jack's no good. Come on.
What is this? 1.6?
Yeah,
1.6 to go. Excuse me, I just don't know how much the purple chips were for because I didn't make it that far.
Never used those.
Hell, I didn't even have a green chip today. Green chips, by the way, are 100,000.
The reds 25Ks, greens 100Ks, and the
Look at this.
Beautiful purple
Matthew's
chips.
going to jam with Jack 10
Right
suited
into the queens.
into queens. Matthew's in rough shape.
Fred not even thinking about his pocket fives.
Heck
Get
no.
out of here, dude.
Matthew's all in for 3.5 million.
Best end so far, right?
Yeah, but
You're gonna have 50K back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so sick. The irony.
Yeah.
The irony, right?
Right.
That is
10 and 7.
I guess it's time for me to go home.
She doesn't want to hit a set. All right. That's going to be it for Matthew.
That's basically a double up for Yulia. She was almost all in there. She was like 500K away from being all in. I think.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
No, I was just going to say congratulations to Matt. He is eliminated for 5,000. He's eliminated in 6th place.
It's a nice payout. Good game, Matt.
Yep. GG.
Thank you for coming out and playing with us. Hope to see you a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. And Yulia, now in 3rd place in chips.
Look at Yulia. Look at Yulia go.
Considering she started the day with, she was the 2nd shortest stack in the entire field
for the whole
today.
field. Yeah.
That's remarkable.
Hold on.
Yeah, we have a dead bug.
Oh, God, okay.
Yulia out here up in the Rounders family. Doing it for the dealers.
Yeah, she's repping the dealers, right? She's the last one.
Hold up, boy.
Remember Columbia 1.2.
Chris going to raise 1.3.
Hey.
1.3 million. And Yulia is going to look. Yulia's going to look him up. 10-9 suited. Chris there's 3 million chips in the pot. Let's see what Chris comes with on his bet sizing.
Have a great evening, sir.
Yeah, Yulia just flips this flop.
Chris bets. What is it? 1.15? Oh, 850. Okay.
Just shows Drew how bad he whiffed the flop.
850. All right. Chris back to doing what he's doing, picking up chips where he can. One thing we'll notice, this final table hasn't been nearly as chatty as last week we had a final table, and it seemed like those guys were talking quite a bit more. We had 3 dealers on that final table.
Oh yeah, I mean you get 3 dealers and then some of the free roll players in there.
Yeah.
It's always a live time. It's always a
they're all familiar with each
lively
other.
bunch. Yeah.
Fred on the button with 7s. They call those the walking sticks. You know that?
The walking sticks?
Yeah.
Looks like yeah, those little
crutches. Walking sticks. Because if you play them, you'll probably lose and you'll be walking back home.
Yeah, you end up walking. You need some braces to get home.
Yeah. Fred with a pickup there. Fred with that is going to move back into first. He and Chris are just about even, almost exactly same stack. So the field has definitely tightened up. Now we've got 2 people that have over 20 big blinds, and then 3 that are at 12 or 11 or 12 big blinds.
See if the short stacks might want to pump up the aggression a little bit here, because it's going to be hard for any of those big stacks to call off. It's going to be half of their stack to call off an all-in. That's why I think definitely finding a good push fold range here with the 10 big blinds serve you well.
Mike jams with 6s here.
Yeah, it's going to be real hard to call off it. Yeah.
He's got a bad ace, and he's letting him know, look, I folded an ace to you, Mike.
Okay. And a little bitty kicker.
Yeah.
Mike, you go
Probably
with
not
it.
as.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I bet you. I think mine's probably on.
Unless you want to keep
I had a
it.
6.
Out of 4.
Nah, yeah. I figured out. Like, I'm not gonna get sticky with this right.
Right. Yeah.
Hammers in the big blind for this hand.
Service anybody?
Fred picking up the ace queen off under the gun. Gonna open it to the 1.2.
1.2. 1.2.
See if the blinds can find anything to defend against here.
12 and a quarter. Yeah, 1.225.
Chris wants to play a pot.
Yeah, Chris wants to see cards.
Heads up.
He's gonna find himself heads up against Fred here. Queen high. Coordinated flop. Not too coordinated. 2 clubs on board though. Does Chris find a lead here?
Just in case.
Interesting.
Because most of the time, you're going to miss the flop. Right? But this time, Fred has top pair.
Yeah.
So Fred's got to figure out what he's leading with. I don't think he really should have a leading range here.
Yeah, let's see if Fred wants to come with a raise here.
I don't.
Just
yeah,
gonna,
I like that. I like the call.
Just gonna call. See if Chris wants to continue his story.
He's fingering his chips, but looked like maybe he was trying to get a read on Fred. Decides he doesn't have to fire a second barrel here. Fred with a Did he bet 3 million?
Yeah.
Easy fold for Chris.
Fred was done playing around there.
Like he borrowed Hammer's hammer and laid it down.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. What do you guys have to say for this stuff here? Kamala, what's up, Kamala? Kamala's back. Checking it out.
Definitely a chip leader now.
Big blind Fred.
Ghost of M says it sucks being congratulated for being eliminated.
It does, huh?
That's for the middle. And then 500.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in here rooting for Yulia.
Of course, she's the hometown favorite.
What do you mean? They're all hometown people.
True. But I think everyone knows Yulia for sure, or at least been dealt to from her.
Yeah. Buttons on hammer.
Thank you, man.
Suited ace for Mike. Under the gun.
Before makes it 1.2 million.
Mike definitely gonna start taking advantage of the fact that this is a six-handed table, and he's seeing a ton of folds in front of him.
Yeah, interesting. You
Yeah.
would have folded a better ace.
Yeah. It's hard to play any pots when you're sitting on 10 big blinds, you know. Any pot you're in, you're losing fifth of your stack. At least
Yeah.
just to see a flop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, we'll probably.
Take a break.
I think we're gonna color up the cranberries. If not, we're gonna at least get rid of the one thing.
It's gonna be 3-6 packs, so they should be going away.
Yeah. They're either going away or we're just gonna get a bunch of them off the table. Because there's a lot of the table right now.
Hey, Chris under the gun with the suited king.
Yeah, see if he wants to play this being under the gun.
5 makes
Yep.
it 1,150,000. Yes.
Howard definitely wants to consider this ace, but I think it might be too marginal. Might want to just sit back and find a better spot. Yeah.
Two, 4, 3, 4. 4 folds. We're gonna get one more hand in, guys.
You're gonna get one more hand in here, and then you're gonna be on break.
This is going to be the last hand that we're going to play before the players are going to go on break.
Yeah, we're gonna color up these cranberries.
How long is break? 10 to 15 minutes.
So you guys stay tuned. We're going to run some highlights.
You want to tell them about the 200K we got coming up?
Yeah, yeah. As soon as this hand is over, we'll talk about the rest of the Rounders, the Mania,
Oh, sorry. No worries.
the
no
rest of
worries.
the series that we have going on.
Hammer.
Coloring up all of them.
Just ready folds. 2, 3 folds.
See if anyone wants to play a hand right before we go to break.
12 from 4.
Have Mike limping in with the 10-8 off. Chris picking up the pocket 5. See if he wants to open it up here or just see a flop.
3, 7.
I'll raise fold.
From 5.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right, enjoy y'all's break.
Okay, the players are on break now.
11 minutes.
I'll color up everybody. You'll just get the race.
Okay.
So we have this month-long series. We've had $500,000 worth of guarantees, tournament guarantees that we've been paying out. And this is the final table of the $100,000, the Mania Roundup. Next week, we're going to start.
Last time. Oh, and it's a 4 on the
running flights
flop.
for the Memorial Day Open. That'll be a $200,000 guarantee.
He's runner straight here.
We'll have 10 flights for that.
And it's not going to
starting
happen.
Wednesday.
Jazz boats up, and I think they probably
What is he
run
buying
it
on that
once.
one?
The buy-in is $400. The blind levels are 30 minutes, and you're starting with 40,000 starting stack.
Ah, no add-on on that one, correct?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
to my
Chaz
knowledge,
Lowell?
I'll have
Oh
to
my
go
goodness,
in
Chaz
and take a
Lowell's
look.
the shit out
That
of
one sounds like a
Right.
400
I think it's-
price point for a 200K.
Yeah, yeah.
And we also have a ton of awesome content on that, and Preston is going to wake up with aces in one of the blinds here.
I think he's going to just limp it for the extra 10.
Take
Oh my God, he's going for a
look and
raise.
just double check.
That is surprising.
And the sizing is weird.
Situation
I
is
like
for
it and I
that.
don't at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Would you prefer bigger or
Wednesday.
smaller?
I think because everyone's going to call the way that
$400
the
buy-in.
action is, it's a $20 straddle. I really surprised at how small
Yeah,
this
no
is.
rebuys, no re-entries.
Yeah,
so
it
this
might be
is
because he doesn't
freeze
feel
out.
like he needs as much protection with
So,
aces. Like you can see even
choose wisely.
what is that, 4 ways, he's still got 60%. Whereas with a hand
You
like
enter
kings,
pots.
his percent would be a lot lower.
But
Definitely.
yeah,
Than
the
he might
players
have
are
an
on
ace,
break
but
right now.
But
You
like
see
this
John,
board,
our
but I was
tournament
gonna, what I
director,
was
is
gonna
going to be
say was
coloring
that
them up, coloring up the
there's no
chips.
flop that he's
And
gonna love.
we're going to step
And
away
the
just for
problem
a
is
few
that
minutes.
this is one of the
And we'll
worst
be back
flops.
shortly.
And Alex with open-ended
Take a look at the
and a
highlights on the
pair,
left.
as well as backdoor flush. It's just in this spot when Alex calls with 2 left behind, you're not feeling super good here.
no, you're definitely not. I mean, and Alex is going to flat a lot of strong hands. I think he would probably just call with even sets, and
Oh, yeah.
Alex is just going to make basically the nuts here. And I think Preston's going to check this. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd be hard pressed to see him bet here.
And the question is, do you think Alex is going to bet this in position?
I see a check. I see a bet. He does go for a small bet. I do like both plays.
Yeah, Preston having the ace of spades, I think, is a bad card for him because you're going to want Alex to have spades in this spot, you know?
Alex has been shown to bluff, but this spot is not an easy spot to bluff. Preston does call.
Yeah, you're basically only beating spade draws, I think, and maybe heart draws that floated the flop.
Yeah, and an ace would be. Oh, that's a terrible card for Preston. That is a really bad card for Preston. The way that the action ran out, he's still going to have spades that he's going to be bluffing here, and we've seen that Alex is able to bluff in this spot, and Preston is getting a decent price. Yeah, this is rough for Preston.
Yeah, do you think he gets away from this? No, he does.
No.
He does just call.
And, oof.
Looks like Preston's going to be done for the night. Yeah, that's a rough one to end on.
I'm just here for the commentary. Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that.
I hope
You're going to get squeezed off and lose probably $200, $250.
Chaz, I was going to say, I didn't know what he was going to go with, but I could see him shoving here too.
This flop, which is going to be...
Oh, wow.
Give him a 9. Pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, against a blind range. I mean, obviously he's not blind anymore. I think he looked at his hand before calling.
Yeah, and he definitely pressed on this one.
You already said that.
Well,
you can't just do it again.
I was wondering if he would press on. He did press on. just for those who didn't know what the joke originally was gonna mean, and this 6 is actually a little scary for pressed on. Because Chaz does have some 10s, and there's a lot of hands. If he is calling you on this flop, he's not going to float as much of a hand like Ace Deuce, and it looks like Preston actually might have like 500 more.
Yeah, this is a very committing bet with the 425 when Preston's only got, it looks like, according to the graphic, he's only got like 600 left. And wow, Chaz is going to float here with ace, or not float, I mean, I guess at this point he's just calling down with ace high on this board.
Yeah, and it's also indicative of knowing his image is that Preston is one of the players who will be willing to bet here with Queen Jack, for example. And wow, this river is terrible for Preston. If Chaz goes all in, he's putting him in the blender here, although Chaz does have ace high, which has a bit of showdown value, but this river hits him.
Yeah, I mean, we look at the hands that Chaz is beating, it's going to be like Queen Jack.
Oh, and he goes all in.
Oh, no. Is Preston ever folding here? Yeah,
he
does
snap calls, and he added on for a lot.
Oh, he had 1,500 behind.
No, that's like 2K. Oh yeah, 16.
16. Yeah, 1,600. Okay, so the graphic was incorrect. He actually had 1,600 there, not the 600. So there was an extra 1,000 that was in his stack.
Wow, and I love the jam by Chaz.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Chaz jam there, I would probably never call there personally, because Chaz really can have anything. I mean,
including a 6, including
a 6, a 10,
a 7.
and a 7.
Ooh, Preston's just gonna go for it.
Yeah, and I don't mind. I mean, you kind of want to bet range here, although this is not amazing for your range. Jacob is very happy to have the 10 of spades, although when we put pressure on hands, he's definitely allowed to have single spades that contain aces and kings, so
Yeah, and you know you're drawing dead to or close to dead to a hand like King Jack with a King of Spades, Queen Jack with a Queen of Spades, Ace Jack with the Ace of Spades, etc.
yeah, I mean, this is a spot that you got to proceed with caution as Jacob, and I wonder what he does. Oh, this is an interesting turn in which Preston gets some showdown. Does check.
It's real bad. I know.
And you can see he's only got 2 outs since the 7 or 6 of spades will not help him.
Oh my
And he hits the offsuit 7? What was he on the flop, like 3%?
Yeah, he had 2% on the flop.
Oh no. And he's going to jam.
That's brutal.
And also, good of Preston to be cognizant enough to jam for value here. A lot of people will just be like, okay, I hit my 2-pair. Good laydown by Jacob. Chaz, aces, please.
Oh, but he has the other nuts, 7-6 offsuit.
Right, yeah.
And he's up against 2 people with 10-9 off and Queen Jack. A lot of them sharing each other's outs. And not going to get anyone to
Well, this is a 1-2 game, by the way, y'all.
$400 in pre-flop.
No one has a suited hand. So we're gonna see Chaz actually step a little bit into the lead above most of the hands, and Queen Jack is actually gonna lead for 25. This is a very, very weird bet, just because you're often gonna get re-raised by a lot of hands here.
Yeah, it's almost like it looks like you almost want to induce a raise, which might actually get you raised off less often.
Helping him. Well, now everyone has everything except for Zach. And Zach's actually going to continue on this turn. Now, this is very surprising.
Only Jacob with a spade, but nobody else has an actual flush draw.
Yeah.
And Chaz is the only one with a pair, and does make the call.
This folds open-ended. Oh, yeah. No, but it's definitely a good bluff candidate.
Wow. Chaz makes the call with a 7.
With Zach behind.
Zach is not ready for the hands he's about to see.
No, very surprising to see the call there.
She needs to pair the board.
You might think she still got her spades, but she don't know how strong she has spades as well. She just called, right?
Come on, Chaz, pull me
Fireworks,
in.
second hand. Let's go. Fireworks, first hand. Bink!
Oh.
Skrilla just gets better.
Yeah, Skrilla's hand improved. Bubble, that's a miss.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Start
she
me off with the stuff.
won't be undersold.
Then you got a fucking headset.
500, huh?
Oh, yeah. Is it going to be nice?
Good?
Is he going to play nice?
No, let's start off.
That's that old school right there.
Would that be any good?
He know.
I'm all in.
And a blue bowl.
So you know I got more than that. If you can't beat that, bowl.
She missed. He had 2 pairs. You see what I'm saying?
You're beat.
Does he have
What, you got a set of 10?
the 2 cards that make it rougher?
6, 10?
He's trying to talk her into call.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, let me answer.
Do you think you bet 500? Okay. Do you think I'm not? If I put all my chips in there, you don't think I got the nuts?
No.
Well, am I gonna put all my chips in without the nuts?
I mean, I know that that's what you wanted to think. I don't want to embarrass myself.
How would you embarrass yourself?
By folding my fucking hand.
Well, let's see.
Oh, that was Pistol Pete.
Save your money for next time.
Yeah, for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
You missed.
Well, that's a true statement. But I got lucky too. I got lucky on the river. I did miss. Can I show her one more card?
No, it's okay. Show me.
Yeah, fuck yeah, show one more card.
But I'm sorry, it's worth it. It's worth every minute.
I call. I have a set of sense. Alright.
See how he
I
acts.
told you I got lucky on the river.
Hey, you guys just witnessed poker, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
That's old school, new school, and that's what happens.
That's pokery, that's salesmanship.
That was the fucking go-to saying.
You ever pulled a
Rub it
beauty
on my
contest
titties.
card and you had to walk around and like walk like in a beauty pageant? Oh, flopping the set here, Skrilla. How much better can he run
The
tonight?
best one was Stan.
And he's
For Jungle Man and
somebody's
Dwan.
leading out into him.
That was actually a more recent one, but
Must be good for check raises always nice. Unless Mike getting a little frisky here.
Well,
Stan.
Skrilla folded. Oh no, who was that the fold? Rocket?
I don't remember it offhand. I know I've seen them all.
Skrilla's getting.
Crystal.
I'm in. I'm down, man. All right, good luck, man.
And we're back. We were just checking out stuff out there in the main room and the final table, see what's going on. Here's our updated chip counts.
Oh, wow.
Fred's still in the lead. It's a quiet final table, I'll tell you.
Nothing but focus out there. We've got
Fred jams. This is blind versus blind situation.
And
Yulia makes the call. Woof.
Finds out the good news. She's ahead.
Fred steps in it.
Just gotta fold. Just gotta hold.
You picked it. You did right.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
the
five is in the window. Just gotta fade some fives and kings.
Yulia's gonna double up through Fred.
That actually puts her almost like even with Fred.
4.7 million.
She was sitting at 10 big blinds right there. Fred was at 30. That evens them about up right there.
Yeah, they have very similar chip stacks now.
Huge hand for Yulia.
She was nervous about making the call there with that small ace, and she's feeling a lot better now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely know she could be dominated in some spots, but I don't think she was folding at all. She was just going for it, you know. Kudos to her for finding the spot there and going with it, knowing that she's probably one of the shorter stacks out there, so it's going to be definitely one of the most favorable spots for her to find there.
Oh, look at this.
Very good play. Chris finally picks up a real hand here.
Chris under the gun with ace-queen. And they're only five-handed.
Yeah. Hammer with queen 10 here in the cutoff, too. 7 bigs. Discipline fold. Fred wants nothing to do with that hand.
Mike lays it down. It folds around, and Chris is going to take that one down. And just like that, he adds 1,000,000 chips to his stack. He's already the chip leader.
Fred's just pulled over the full hoodie over his head because
Pulled it down a
this
little.
one's been, yeah, it's been a roller coaster for him, man. He started a big stack and then lost a big hammer right at the beginning, went back up a little bit, went back down. So that's why I said it's sometimes it's just brutal being that 20 big blind, 30 big blind stack. You gotta do all the work. You gotta make all the calls. You gotta find all the right hands to raise.
Yeah, you've got
It's
more,
not easy, dude.
Yeah, there's more options, more decisions you have to
Your
make.
decision tree is giant compared to what the 5 big blind stacks got to do. Hammer. Suited king
So
here.
hammer jams with the suited king.
I like it.
Fred folds a suited ace. That's the same situation that Fred put Yulia in, and she made the call.
Hammer's by far the shortest stack now. Everyone's sitting at like 15, 20 bigs, right?
Anybody agreeable?
Yeah, y'all want to look at the numbers?
Yeah, we're good. So look at it. Yeah, so look.
Just to look. Just to look at.
Yeah. We want to do ICM numbers.
They're just gonna
Looks like we
look
got
at the
to
numbers. They're not agreeing.
take a pause real quick and look at some ICM numbers, see what the payouts might be.
If this factors in the equation or not. If we do ICM chop, your points will be accordingly to your chip stack. So the leader in the chips will be first place, will be awarded first place points, and so on. We can't negotiate that, but you can negotiate numbers all you want.
There's not a trophy for this one, is there?
I'm trying to think if that's a good question.
I think there is.
Is there a trophy?
I'm allowed to have a cell phone, right?
Pretty sure there is.
Pretty sure there is.
There's a trophy.
You don't go to the
first place one yet.
I haven't seen it, but I think there is.
Yeah, and you can play it out. We can like make a deal.
Or you can make a deal. You guys can do whatever you want.
Still pay for the trophy.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
So they're
Also, don't look at all.
I mean, I'm not making a deal and then playing for the trophy because it's way different because it's already in the.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Correct. So you're good? Okay, cool. Let's watch.
So they're discussing. They want to take a look at the ICM number, see what it would, what would the payouts would look like if they were paid out according to their chip
I mean, I'll
stack.
go out next. I know it. It happens. It
Preston is
happens.
going to wake up
It
with
happens.
aces in one of the
I'll get
blinds
aces and
here.
you'll get kings.
I think he's gonna
Stacks,
just limp it for the
like,
extra 10.
It happens.
Oh my god, he's going for a raise.
He'll try- yeah.
That is surprising.
Right.
And the sizing is weird. I
What
like it
is
and
the
I
size?
don't
Throw me into
at the same time.
What kind of trophy is it?
Would you prefer bigger or smaller?
I think because everyone's going to call the way that the action went and it's a $20 straddle, I'm really surprised at how small this is, but
Yeah, it might be because he doesn't feel like he needs as much protection with aces. Like you can see even
Two raises, still 2, 3, 4.
So yeah, like our tournament director said, the ICM chop's basically going to be a chop based upon their chip stacks. Basically, they're getting paid out according to how many chips they have compared to the rest of the field.
And then also the other clarification he made, you may have heard him make, is that the points that are accrued for the leaderboard are going to be apportioned depending on where you finish, what place you finish in, when they stop the tournament or when they distribute the numbers per ICM, per chip stack. So in this case, if it were to stop right now, Chris is in the chip lead. He would get first place points for this tournament if it ends this way, if they decide to do that.
Hammer popping a flush draw. I think you just bet 6 it down.
Yeah, there's 3 overcards on the board to Fred. If Fred takes another hit.
I see why Fred was considering the ICM chop when we were out there. Just lost two pots. It's hard when they ask you, man, now do you want to chop it up? After I just lost 2 pots, like,
he's on the way down. Yeah, he's on the way down, and some of the other players there you see his head in his hand. But Yulia just doubled up.
I guess we'll look at the numbers now.
See, John's going to go calculate the numbers.
Away from this? No, he does.
No.
He does
The old ICM chop.
Looks like
5.1.
We'll just keep them out just so that we
I'm just here for the commentary. Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you.
I hope
You're gonna get squeezed off and lose probably $200,
It's the
$250.
same as like
Chaz.
the blue chip, like 500.
I was gonna say I didn't know what he was gonna go with, but I could see him shoving here too.
This flop, which is going to be.
Oh wow!
Give him a 9. It's pretty good.
Got two Kamala and somebody Isness on 2 are talking about a hand that was that was played about 4 to 6 months ago.
Yeah, and he definitely pressed on this
He's
one.
saying that
You already said that.
Well,
You can't just do it
don't know.
again.
I was wondering if he would press
He
on.
raised
He
and-
did pressed on.
she snapped with ace
just
high.
for those who didn't know what the joke
We're talking about something from 4 months ago. That's so
this
funny.
Is actually a little scary for pressed on.
9.6. Yeah, so Fred's at 9.6.
Because Chaz does have some
So yeah,
sense.
so
They're
figuring out the ICM.
Well, as much of a hand like
John is just walking back into the picture now with the numbers.
Actually, might have like 500 more.
Yeah, this is a very committing
point, it's like
bet
surface
with the
noise.
425. Preston's only got, it looks, according to the graphics, he's only got like 600 left.
If the numbers are right,
And wow, Chaz is gonna float here with ace, or not float.
I was talking to Yulia outside actually earlier, and she was telling me she worked till like
it's
2 a.m. last night.
Did she really?
Dealing, and then she got like 3 hours of sleep, and then had to rush back over here.
Bet here with Queen Jack, for example.
Golly.
And wow, this
I know
river
she's
is
tired out
terrible
there.
for Preston. If
But
Chaz
kudos to
goes
her
all
for keeping
in,
it
he's
together.
putting it in
Yeah.
the blender here, although
Hitting that coffee.
Chaz does have
Right,
a
keep it
going.
going.
A bit of showdown value.
I know,
but this
so
river,
I was looking
No,
at
we're
it.
gonna play for the
Yeah, I mean, we look at the hand
Well,
that Chaz
okay.
is beating. It's gonna
Yeah.
go
You're gonna
like
get the first
Oh,
place
Queen
points.
Jack.
Oh, and he goes all
If you
in.
decide,
Oh,
you
no.
get first
Is
point.
Preston
First
ever
point,
folding here?
exactly.
He snap calls, and it those he added on for a lot.
Oh, he had 1,500 behind.
No, that's like 2K. Oh yeah, 16.
16, yeah,
all right, what do we got
1,600.
here?
Okay, so
10.9.
I was, the graphic was incorrect. He actually had 1,600 there, not the 600. So there was an extra 1,000 that was in his stack.
Wow, and I love the jam by Chaz.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Chaz jam there, I would probably never call there personally, because just Chaz really can have anything. I mean,
Including a 6, including
a 6, a 10, a 7.
45.
You playing the 200K, Rudy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely want to fire that.
59.
What is your limit
Alright,
on
everything's
bullets?
I'm gonna round
you throw in there?
everything.
Typically,
So it's
I
gonna
will
be
I'll fire 4 bullets per tournament.
Yeah, that's-
if I can't get
that's a good
anything
line.
going
20?
Ooh, Preston
after
is gonna go
4,
for it.
I just feel like it just wasn't
and I
meant to
don't
be.
mind. I mean,
After 4, it's
kinda wanna bet
mentally
with
tough.
those,
It's,
Yeah.
you get back in there, it's like,
10,000.
what am I doing here on my 5th bullet? You know?
Yeah, I've done that before where you fire even 3 bullets in one flight, simply because it just, like, you feel you're playing well, you're making good decisions.
Yeah, and you know
Maybe
you're
even
drawing
in the
dead, too.
rebuys,
If we're
you
close
don't
to
have to
dead,
change
we'll
tables.
play
If you
hand
like your
like,
table, you're like,
King Jack
Yeah.
with
this
queen
is
of
a good
spades,
spot.
queen
I
jack
really
with queen
should.
of
I
spades.
just need to find a
Continue.
good spot, and, I'll run it up eventually.
Yeah, I mean, this is a
The tournaments,
classic.
they don't work like that. Sometimes they just kick you to the ground.
Yeah.
Continue
Yeah,
kicking you.
it's just the finality of it. Once you're out of chips in a tournament,
He
especially
basically wants to end it now, is what he said.
with this structure coming up,
The
the Memorial Day tournament that's coming
I'm
up.
saying that's what you're putting out there.
There's no rebuys. There's no re-entries. It's just a freeze up.
There's a re-entry, though. I would
How is he on the
assume
flop,
the
like,
Really?
2-day events that
Well,
usually
maybe
it's
I
a
better double check that
Yeah.
because
That's
oh, it is a re-entry.
I think
Okay.
there is a re-entry for sure.
And
Sorry, I just got a text
Preston to be cognitive
from the head honcho.
He
My
knows
mistake,
what
people. It is a re-entry.
He's saying if there's a job, he's saying
So even the same thing. Maybe you're
Most of
feeling
those
good.
kids
but he has
Same
the
day,
other,
same flight. You want to
7-6
get back in there and fight
Yeah.
fight
And
again.
it's up against 2 people with 10-9 off and queen jack. A lot of them sharing to the
But man,
and,
just
not gonna get anyone
the
to play.
finality of it.
this is a
I know.
one
when you're
by the way, y'all. And we have,
$400 in free flop.
no one has a suited.
today when I was eliminated in 54th place, it's just that's it. It's over. Like you're dead.
Steps a little bit
Well, we're not, no matter where we finish right now, that's going to be
And
our
sometimes
payout.
even me, it's more
And
brutal
he is
being
still
kind
going
of
to
known
get
in the
first
poker
place.
room, and
Yeah.
someone sees you stand up and they're like, "Oh man, they got you."
Have you done well in the
Yeah, I just want to walk away, man.
I'm just trying to leave, okay?
Yeah, can I just hold my head down and get to the bar?
Well, now everyone has everything except for Zach. And Zach's actually going to continue on this turn. Now, this is very surprising.
Yeah, play out the trophy. I'm going to chop the money up in the meantime, and then we'll go from there.
Chaz is the only one with a pair. It does make the call.
This folds open-ended. Oh, yeah. No, but...
So you can actually see us standing back there.
Wow.
Yeah, we're making sure. We're kind of like supervisory roles there, making sure
hanging
everything is...
seeing what's going on with their chop. They actually decided to take the ICM numbers, I believe, right? So they're getting paid based on their chip stacks here, but they're going to actually play it out for the trophy.
Okay.
So we're going to see them battle it out. So
He's a pair of the board.
trophy on the line.
Fireworks.
Now with all the payouts basically being locked up, I'm very interested to see, if maybe some of these other players want to start playing more hands and get more in the mix.
Yeah, I expect to see the activity level go up.
Right?
That's that old school right there.
I just gotta make sure all the official numbers
Yeah, we're 5 away.
I know I got more than that.
I don't think if someone busts, if someone busts, then the payouts are gonna be 6,400 on the thing. So
Does he have
he's going
two
back.
cards to make it rougher?
I know y'all made it.
Trying to talk her into call.
Well, yeah. Once
So
you
we're
get
just
the
gonna-
payouts back there, then they're gonna take.
Rudy, you see this hand on the stream?
On the left?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, that was a brutal hand, man.
I mean, I know that's what you
Unless you just want to
Yeah.
tell them to me, John, and I can.
Skrilla on the stream, but I know him.
Clay.
Clay, right?
Yeah. Oh man, he was
Man,
just talking circles around bubbles.
Yeah, masterclass of talking there. If you want to see something interesting, definitely go back and watch that one.
Poor Bubbles.
Poor
I mean,
Bubbles,
she has
just
a
put
set
into
of
the
tens
blender,
there.
man.
I got lucky on the river. I did
And he says, look, I'm not going to put my money in unless I have the nuts.
Yeah, he just pulls one of those.
It's worth every minute.
One of those old timey moves. Just puts his chips in and just starts talking your ear off, and you're just like,
Yeah.
anytime I hear anyone talk, it's a bluff. You know?
Hey, you guys just witnessed
Except
poker.
it wasn't.
Oh my
Nope.
God. That's old school.
Masterclass.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's what happens.
That was great speech play.
That was the fucking go-to saying.
You ever pulled a beauty contest card and you had to walk around and walk like in a beauty pageant?
This time Skrilla has a set of
Skrilla,
tens
how much better can he
in this hand here.
And he's somebody's leading out into him.
That was actually a more recent one.
Must be used to check races all the time.
Well, Skrilla folded. Oh no, who was at the forward?
Okay,
Rocket?
he's gonna repost the numbers
Skrilla's getting well, no, now the
We can
draws
read them
get
to
there.
you, or you can pull them up.
Well, Lex Mike has what? Flush draw and a gut shot straight draw.
The title was
Okay,
runner.
so we're just gonna run a dry hand. We're just gonna run a dry hand.
Yeah, barely.
Everybody go all in.
That's all in.
Gambles with him. Straight draw, flush draw. Flush draw, straight
Okay, so now that the money is figured out,
Oh.
everyone's just gonna shove blind. We're gonna run a dry hand. run
Well,
a dry
Lex
hand.
Mike hits his
For the choke.
gut shot.
Right.
Yeah, they're just playing.
It's a big play.
Look at Rolex with the 3-bet.
And he dominated.
Trophy unlocked, just running the dry hand for the trophy. Texas style.
No, I think he
Oh, we got so close.
So when they chop it like this, we've mentioned the points, the leaderboard points. Chris is going to get first place points for this tournament, and the leaderboard, as we've mentioned previously, is $10,000 that's set aside for the top 9 finishers, and points finishers for the month of May. And first place is going to actually get $4,000.
Yeah, with how big the blinds are.
Exactly. I mean, I barely have the chip lead, and I've got how many blinds?
If like you help me out, I would have more chips.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Double her up, and she's awesome. You know, so like 17. I mean, that's the most.
It's not, look, I was trying to see if anybody started with a shorter stack than I had, and I think you're the only one.
I had, yeah.
Started with
81,000.
for date.
Oh, for two, she had 80K, I had 48.
Yeah, both here.
Both of us was like way down.
Yeah, nice little spin up too, man. What get? What
Hour and a half late.
Nice.
I showed up an hour and a half
You
late.
bagged last night, the last flight, right?
Terrible. I didn't know this trip was even going on.
Take a look at the highlights on the left. There we see
You got
the
the
great
arm wrestling
arm wrestling challenge between Bubbles and Chaz. Take a look at Chaz's left hand.
Yeah,
Right.
no, look at his leg position there. That's what's going on there.
Turbo too.
Exactly.
He's got too much leverage on Bubbles. Not
He was
fair.
not gonna lose. He left nothing to chance.
Some more though? I don't know. I think Bubbles got this one. Oh. That is a vicious brother-sister thumb war right there.
On the button with ace deuce of spades, it does just call.
Yeah.
And Zach, we'll see if he goes for the. Yeah, it does look like this flat this time.
If you guys are all ready to go, we are all ready to go.
Although Preston's not going to have many eights.
I'm ready, Drew.
Good luck, everybody. Congratulations.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna have
Cards
eights
in the air,
here,
Drew.
or
Good luck, good luck.
excuse me, and 8 here,
Playing
it's
for a
definitely
trophy
gonna
now.
be down. Yeah, and with the hard draw, I would not.
So
be
the
shocked
payouts
if
have been
he
determined,
does
have been decided.
Rudy, we got who's
As
getting
soon as
paid
we-
what?
As soon as
Does
we
like
get
to check, and I
out of
think
the
Preston's
split
trying to
screen,
continue betting for
I
value.
still.
Yeah, and now Zach,
we can
with
put it
not
up.
that much, might just go for. Oh, looks like he's going for somewhat of a min raise. Not exactly, but a little over a min raise here. The problem is, I'm not sure if we're folding if it doesn't load up anyway.
So those are the payouts on
We
the
both
right
fold our
hand side.
sides. I'm folding if this doesn't boat up. And then
Yeah, Rudy added on right after the last.
Let you know who's getting what
He
place.
got snap called. Wow.
Yeah, the payouts are going to be according to the chip stack. So, Chris is in first.
You know what I mean? So.
All pretty even.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Go with that.
Came out to be.
Yeah.
It's Chris, Fred, Yulia, Hammer, and then Mike.
ICM shop because of the trophy.
Yeah, Yulia
T.
For the trophy.
got a huge pay jump from that last double up right
That was a
there.
clutch double
That
up there.
that double up right there was worth a ton of money when you think about it. If they're just gonna ICM top right after.
Yep, he started with 15.
Yeah, it really was.
Maybe 1,600. He's going out of position.
I'm still right here.
Yeah, you're still in the same
That
section.
makes it 500, it looks like.
So we.
JJ's going to make the call.
That probably made like $8,000.
Sides no.
Yes, yeah, we're still on.
She's
the
getting 2,000
We're still streaming.
No, 5. I guess it was 5, right? She's getting 5,000 for 5th if she busts.
Equity there. I don't think I would.
But she's
Yeah.
getting like 11K, 12K for
I
her
think I
top.
want a little bit more
Say something dumb,
connectivity.
make it go
from
viral.
the-
Right, yeah,
What
exactly.
Mike?
$7,000 flip. Crazy.
That was
Yeah,
huge.
still go.
Start bluffing it. And he decides to check. Looking for an ace or queen. Yeah, it would have been interesting. Chaz checking again.
That's a pretty good payout.
He could. He's going to make a bet here. He's going to try to see if he can get 9s or something like that to fold.
No.
Chaz gets a call.
What? And one add-on, man. You know what I mean? Yeah,
That's what's up.
Not bad, dude.
Yeah, I only could play Wednesday. I was like, oh, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
I only had to play.
So everyone knows what they're taking home as far as money goes. Now it's just to determine who gets the trophy.
The trophy and the bragging rights.
Yeah, after this, yeah. Raised to 1.5 million.
So their points are assigned to those payouts as well, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All in.
Luck, luck.
Hammer jams with 10s.
All right, Chris, you're now on a new sensor. You're on that center now.
Okay.
Yeah. I got you, bro.
Sweet. Thank you.
Now the stacks are really close.
You got a little bit of space.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
16, 15, 14, 14. And Mike with 8 big blinds.
Down away. Oh, 6.
See what Fred wants to do with the suited king on the button.
Any purples?
Now that we're just playing for bragging rights.
Fred on the button. Suited king.
All in.
He jams.
Rips it.
Yulia has a suited king.
Yulia not folding.
I don't have much. I don't have
Gives some kind of a shrug.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, you.
She has the worst hand that he could hope for her to have, you know.
Good luck,
You're disgusted
every
to
time
see it. Hand in the cookie jar.
Julie would never do that if there was money on the line.
Domination.
Yes, I would.
You would do?
Yes, I would.
Oh, wow.
Well, chop.
I think maybe 5-handed.
Well, there's still some chop possibilities. Not anymore.
King eight?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice hand.
Hey, well played.
He trying to win that trophy, huh?
Right.
Yulia with a double up
She gonna win it.
on her way to a trophy,
Wouldn't that be something?
right?
We've got it in 500.
Right.
Let's go, Yulia.
How are you doing? Is anybody else doing well with points as far as the whole month?
This is my first one I've
This is
played.
my first tournament.
Yeah, for the series, so I'm not even worried about playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you been playing, Fred?
No.
No?
Only,
I
only
played,
Brian with cigar. He loses
I played a
sleep
couple
about
of
it. So
the second game. I played it once, but I didn't get it.
he won the
Yeah.
point so bad, and I feel bad that he didn't.
You mad? You all right?
He
Is
did
it-
it by
is it half points already? Is it half points?
He has lots of points.
No, we got one. We have a 200K coming up.
Really?
Yeah.
Starting when?
What is
Starting next weekend. $400.
What are
Wednesday. Starting on Wednesday. $400 buy.
What are those?
When does it end?
What's it for?
When does it end? It ends next weekend, I think.
Next Sunday? Probably going into Monday.
Final table's on
Oh, that's
Tuesday.
right.
Final table's on Tuesday next week.
They
Why
would
not
do that,
Monday? Because that's
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe they're
Short months.
like, yeah.
Day 2 is on Monday. And the live stream will be on Tuesday.
I go to Vegas on Tuesday. I think.
You can play remotely.
I'm pretty sure. I can't look at my phone, so I don't know.
Old for 9, all in. Fred.
Fred all in with the king high here
Fred jams again.
in
Second.
position.
Yep. He likes those
The
kings.
first time I used this.
Oh, nice. I like it.
No, the
He's
first
gonna
time I
get
used
the
this,
call
like,
from
I'm
the
signing
8-7
up
off
with
suit.
Oh, yeah. John,
Just
when
there.
is the
Afraid to
3rd?
hold.
When is the 3rd of May? I mean, it's June. I'm sorry, when is the 30th
Of May?
of May?
It's coming up here, right?
What day?
Oh,
All on the race.
Showing the bad news on the river.
8 on the rib for Chris.
GG Fred.
Fred is now eliminated in 5th place, but he actually got 2nd place money.
I think Fred's ready to go play some cash.
Yeah.
Like fresh is more like something like.
And then there were 4.
Yeah, there's
So
no,
you got the money
first
squared
right
up.
now,
I'm
so
ready to go.
poker.
We'll see you guys later.
I mean, it was poker before.
They were asking him there if he had been playing the rest of the series, and he kind of said he hadn't been playing it. So I don't think the points were very much of a weighting factor on his decision making.
Yeah.
No more of those.
But I think based on the discussion at the table, I don't think any of them have really been playing very many,
Yeah, no, I don't
or
think
as
so
many
either.
as they haven't cashed as many times as they wanted to.
Yeah, they don't. They're not up there on the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, they was getting in there. Two of them.
Two of them.
Hammer with sevens.
Yeah, pockets. Pocket set.
Oh.
Lucky number.
It's like no one wanted to mess with it there.
Yeah, for the $400,000 event coming up, the Memorial Day Open, day 2 is going to be Monday at 11 a.m. Monday the 29th of May.
Yeah, it's definitely peculiar. I guess they're trying to get some more day ones in there.
Yeah, we'll be having some day 1 flights all the way through Sunday. And then we'll play down to the final table on Monday. And then the final table will actually be played Tuesday at 6 p.m. So, plan your week accordingly, players. Make sure you come out.
Yeah, I think Hammer said he was leaving the WSOP on Tuesday.
So there's a shot that if Hammer's not going to be there, that makes the field a little bit easier,
right?
Or significantly easier. Yulia jams with a gut shot.
It's gonna work.
This is a little out of character, I would say, for her, but
it's gonna work.
Yeah.
So gonna hi, Yulia.
Look, she's gonna lean on him now. Look. This is how. Let's see if she.
Look, she's trying not to laugh right now.
Oh, she just said she made a mistake.
She thought she hit the board.
She thought she had trips.
Sure, Yulia.
I was just gonna say, this is a lesson. She's gonna put on a clinic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna take him to school.
Well, that's kind of like me when I called her.
Yeah,
1.5.
You did a 75 out, and I was like, I mean, oh.
Yeah.
But it was 1.2 million more.
I know, yeah. Crazy.
Consider where Yulia is now in relation to where she started the day today at 11 o'clock this morning.
Insane.
She jams again. Suited king.
Taking
blind
them
versus
all.
blind. She knows what she's doing.
She's taking them all.
Look at this.
She's
This
taking
is
the trophy.
This is what she's done today.
I told you.
Her stack has increased by 17.6 million
Let's
chips.
put the money back in.
Only Hammer has increased.
Wow.
Yeah, that was. You're right. I mean,
like I said, it was 6 million.
It wasn't spoken anymore at that point.
7 million, 9, 10.
She's got her. She is in control of it.
That was the closest it was probably gonna get.
You know, it's because every time the stream dealer busts, every time the stream dealer busts one of our dealers, they always make the chat that dealer hates dealers. I just wanted to avoid it saying Drew hates dealers. Full. Yeah. Full.
Yeah, let me just see it.
Okay. Yes. We've had Lori hates Steelers. We've had Deuce hates Steelers.
Ah, damn.
We don't need it.
I hate that I'm leaving them at 30 because I like to play it.
Oh.
I know, yeah, I'm leaving.
I might have to change my flight. Well, maybe I'll play early, and if I'm looking really good,
there you go. Then
change my flight 400. Change my flight and then just get. So the day I get there, there's really no. I'm going to Vegas.
Oh, okay.
There's really no tournament on the 30th. So
Yeah.
Especially if day 2 starts at like 11 o'clock or whatever. I can set my flight from late at night, like full.
Yeah.
Suited king for Chris. Four-handed. Hammer with the king of his own.
That's 1 million.
Chris leans on him and takes that pot down. There's the updated chip counts
thought it was 4, 5, 6.
Yulia twice as much
Oh.
as
You have
Chris,
7,
and
8?
who's in
And
second
No,
place.
I had 6, 8.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I thought, okay, I have. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry.
It worked.
We'll see it later on.
Yeah, I mean it will be there.
Big blind, Yulia.
Okay.
3 and 6. Thank you.
Mike under the gun with napkins.
Raise
Chris on the button with the queen. He's going to raise it up.
Yeah, it's up.
Paired board.
Check. Respect 1.3 million.
Yulia knows she has a gut shot. Trying to decide if she wants to pay for it.
1.3.
She's got the chips to do it. A deuce. Now pairs Chris. But Yulia's first. He's going to be happy to check behind. I was wrong. He bets with the best hand, or he's bluffing with the best hand.
Probably feels like he needs to bluff.
That's something in him?
Yeah. Well, no, when he was young, he was messing up poker stars and stuff like that.
So 5, 6 now?
No, he's being.
Chris closing the gap now.
How old is he? How old is he?
Oh, the youngest 26.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely know Chris wants to win this one. He's coming for that trophy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. John, did they are the points locked in as well with the payouts? Yeah. No?
Points are locked in with the payouts.
Points are locked in with the payouts. So the points are yes.
Chris waking up with a real hand. Pocket tens.
Raise 1.5 million. Hammer flip. Yulia flips.
Oh, do it.
I had 7
Let's
years.
go.
I had 7 years.
Raise and take it for Chris.
Feels bad for Mike there with the 3 deuce offsuit and 3 big blind in the big blind.
Card there like crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Ish. Yeah. Loosened up just a little.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, if it were deeper, I might have played off and shoot, but it was just kind of like, sitting ace shove type of thing. It's not even poker anymore. So.
But I think at that point it was a bunch of all things.
Yeah,
Yeah, at most we had 17 bigs, like it was 17 or less. The big starts.
There were 8, now it's really 1, 2, 4.
Wait.
I didn't change. It doesn't. You have to manual.
Yulia
No. Okay, deuces.
with the deuces.
Never loses.
Flacking around over there.
Mike is getting really short. Mike with 2 big blinds.
What is the points? What are the points for?
The Rounders Cup, all of our May tournaments.
Yeah, for the first place,
there's a
we got
10,000.
4,000.
There's like money associated with the number of points you get.
There's a leaderboard for Armenia events, which is part of it. So
Yeah.
the top 10 will receive additional money.
Oh, really?
You made this one first place in this.
It's going to put you way up there. So if you were to come back and win next week, you probably win the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Now you need to come back and play next week.
Yeah, but I'm leaving now.
That's the bribe. You got to come back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, first place in the leaderboard is going to get 4K.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yulia with an ace. Raise it up. 1.5.
I didn't even know about the.
When Hammer looks like he might have a hand, he might just want to stuff all in here. Yep. And we're going for it.
I don't have much.
I don't think Yulia's folding. Nope. Makes the call.
She says not much. She is ahead.
Look.
Basically, position to win if you were to come back.
Ready to go.
You can't leave yet, even if you lose.
Ace on the
Now you're
flop.
probably gonna stay around.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Hearts.
Oh,
Ton of outs and whiffs them off.
All right.
And that's going to be it for Hammer.
Great playing with you, man.
Hey, nice little big roll for Vegas.
Congratulations to Hammer.
Very well played, Mr. Hammer.
I know, right?
Well done, man.
I'm going to make it on
For a second. I think he got fourth.
All right, Yulia, you
Oh, we
are the
do have
big
that,
blind
actually.
man. We have a
Yeah.
dead small.
Fourth place for 10,850.
I can tell you.
Good job, Hammer.
Oh, no, you don't decide that. Oh, he did put this. That's going to be great.
Up 3.
Mike with the
Mike,
ace.
oh,
Two
he's
bigs,
very
ripping
happy
all
to
day.
have an ace here right
Gets
before the big
napped
blinds.
off by the fives.
Take me out.
And even Yulia's going to look him up.
All right. Any further
Suited
action in the
10.
side pot?
Well, we have it on record. It's already
Ooh, set.
Connections on you, Yulia.
Oh, it's on me?
Yes, he's the button.
Mike's drawing dead. No, he's not drawing dead. He can go run a runner for Broadway. That's a full house.
Okay, 5 million from Julia, all in from Chris. Yeah. Set. All right, Mike, we're gonna have
So
you
Yulia
table as well.
hits a 10.
And we get an all-in from Chris and a call from Yulia.
Yeah, Yulia calls it a pair of 10s.
It's a club, baby.
Yulia has everyone covered here.
Which means that actually on the, how many inspired? How many have
9. And
Okay.
we're only going to run it once.
I appreciate the dog. Go ahead, man.
It's a tournament.
All right, brother.
That's how we do
Mike,
it.
good run, my man.
So Mike is eliminated in third place.
Yes, of course. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Good job. Good job.
Experienced tournament pro, Mike Taylor.
Okay, I suggest this. We make a picture together with the trophy, but you can have it. And
That's going to be it.
okay?
That is the final hand
Okay.
of the Rounders Roundup, the $100,000 guarantee.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Yeah, so
And then Yulia
we've had a month-long series of events here. This is the third largest of our tournaments.
But yes.
And don't forget,
that way
coming
we
up
don't have
this
to-
week, starting Wednesday, is going to be the first
It's
flight
going to be official.
of the $200,000 guarantee.
Yes.
Sweet.
We'll have
y'all
10
wanna take
flights
pictures
of that.
any hands or
It's
anything like
$400 to buy into that.
that? Vibes? Okay, take your
And
vibes.
day 2 is going to be Monday, May 29th,
No,
Memorial
I
Day.
have a losing hand. What happened?
And then we'll
Do you
head down
do you
to
wanna-
the
Just like this,
final
just like
9.
this.
You want these?
Whatever.
You
And
want
we'll
kings?
come back
Right?
Tuesday, 6
Yeah, give her
p.m.
king.
You want
give me the
king?
five,
And we'll live
looks
stream
like
the
a
final
draw.
table.
Yeah.
Take the kings, yeah.
Tomas, I know you're going to be firing into
There
this
you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you
tournament.
Kings got cracked, Yulia.
Looking forward to seeing some of you guys out there in chat. Come on out and play. Join
Good
us
job.
for this tournament.
Good job.
And let's see, today is Sunday, so we will have
We just want to make big
There's
pictures.
still
we'll have a
a
live stream Tuesday. We should be back for Saturday's game, our round of each action that we normally have.
You wanna come out?
Great action game. There's a reminder of our leaderboard.
I'll take a picture for you.
Yeah.
Remember, every event that you cash in,
I do charge.
you accrue points. We're playing for that
that beautiful belt. You
very
see there.
handsome belt. And we expect you to wear it when you come in and you play in tournaments.
Yep. We'll get talking to the front desk about getting you a theme song when you walk in with it.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. All right, for everybody Rounders tonight, our team,
Hey, you want one by
Jammer,
yourself, Yulia?
IT Chad, Ghost of M,
You want
helping
the
us out
trophy in
there
there
in the
too?
chat. Thank you very much.
The Druid crew.
Everybody.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yep. Tomas, thank you again for joining me. I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Rudy.
Thanks for hanging with me. And
Always
we
fun.
will look forward to seeing you Tuesday night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
me down again.